or die can actually put up a fight. That's what I'm more interested in, because I think 0 to 100 should be taking this. And I've seen them on Dust 2 before. I think they're very impressive. So hopefully they can just, continue with the same momentum that I saw them have before.
Let's run into the match then. It's the first map of the best of 3 series. The winner goes into the grand final. The loser, though, he's going to be in the consolidation final for the 3rd place. Of course, we are playing for 20k, and it's all on the table. And right now, as the first map, as already mentioned, Run or Die picked map -2. Twice played for them, and hopefully they'll try to repeat their success here. So let's see. Only the USPs and 1 kit on Nino, though. And Psycho on 1 smoke and a flash. This must be quite an individual performance, and I hope the aim is going to be the main ingredients into this first round.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what all pistol rounds are about. Like, you can have the best strategy in the world, but in it, like, when it comes down to it, it is pretty much just aim duels. And I mean, I definitely favor 0 to 100 to having better aim here. Like, I will highlight Depression time in and time out. I think he's a proper class player. I think he's individually incredible. And Face Crack as well. Don't get him mistaken with the CIS Face Crack, the German one. But Face Crack is also someone that definitely impressed me a lot, and I'll be interested to see what he can do now. But the run boost coming in towards long as well. Sensei on top with the P250. It should be peeking into Depression. Face Crack his head down to what? Oh, but they're dinking him. I don't know if they know he's there. They definitely know he's there now. He peeks out, gets 1, gets 2. Does get taken down by Jackie eventually, though. But Depression as well isn't able to find much with the reinforcements coming in towards CT, though.
15 seconds, bomb already lost, and it's now a way of a smoke. Now Sensei trying to pounce around, but it's going to be native alone, so no idea if the guys from Run or Die kind of hesitated or waited maybe for a rotation, but there was none to go. And we already seen that there was not much time left, and so they let 0 to 100 pick up that first, and also, of course, get some money as well in the back. And yeah, nice position from Face Crack on the car position.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. Like, I'm pretty sure he got dinked through the car, but the Run or Die side was still not even too sure that he was there. So really good round from Face Crack. Depression, he did get a kill. I think it's just more the fact that he survived for so long allowed for the rotations to come in and allowed for Hevix and Nino to get a kill themselves.
There was, as I mentioned, 2 -2s from Run or Die already played. Something that 0 to 100 can't really replicate is they've played only 1 -2, and it was yesterday, or maybe a day before yesterday. It was against All Stars Gaming, a Romanian team with 16 to 12 scorelines, so it was really not an easy way, and a grueling match for them. And maybe they'll figure it out on the CD side. Another run boost from Run or Die. They might have a chance in this one. Flying around, Psycho gets to the side, and now just with a Glock, he needs to please make some space for his team. But Face Crack just holding his -1, and it will be clean up stuff from the CT side. Good stuff, and hopefully no one dies in the next round as well. That's gonna be the first gun round for.
Yeah, I mean, that's very expected from 0 to 100, though. You know, you've got the A1Ss, you've got the FAMASs on site, Run or Die. You are running at the CTs with Glocks and 1 upgraded Deagle. I'm pretty sure that Deagle was on Jackie and got taken down straight away from Face Crack. But equally, it's very important that they survive with 5 players, because at the CT, you want to be building that economy. You want to be holding that. And we're going to be straight into this next round with the aggression coming out towards long. Face Crack, no one really getting killed, but Face Crack killing off Native, who was jumping in towards Pit. And still 0 to 100 contesting this. Depression in the smoke with the MP9. Flash coming out. He might be going with that. Never mind. Kevin takes him down straight through the smoke. And Sensei still alive. Someone you highlighted to me in private, Sheepy, as someone that is incredible. So with him still alive, never mind. Nino takes him down straight through the smoke. Sensei making a little bit too much noise. But Run or Die, oh, never mind. Hevix taking down Jackie. And Psycho does claw 1 back and take down Face Crack, allowing them entry onto the A site. But with fast rotations in the form of Nino on shore and Hevix and CT, never mind. Psycho standing on top of him, but Nino destroys him and tears his head off.
Quam, the newest member of this team, down to the action. 1v2, nothing impossible. Just find those 2 1v1s. The HE might be getting on his head, but not much HP hit on his side. hiding around, playing the time, playing the position, and he almost got it. But Necrogenesis just knows his angles and trades his teammate well. Of course, there's a few skips, so there's going to be slightly normal round for 0to100, even though, yeah, it gets kind of complicated. But you've mentioned that they've highlighted Sensei as there are players to highlight, and the MVP of the tournament is going to get a reward in the form of a keyboard from Dell. So could be good for the improvement of the playstyle. And as well, don't be afraid to check out the giveaways that are expecting to drop anytime soon with !Intel for one giveaway. And check out the sites of CEEChampions.com where 2 more giveaways have to go with a bundle and of course some skins as well. So feel like many people can be rewarded. Patient is gonna reward probably the CT side.
Yeah, I mean, they will be, these tech lines could be very dangerous, but Hevix with the molly in his hand, if he drops this, oh, it's going to get distinguished by a smoke, too slow, and Necrogenesis gets taken out, Hevix gets one, Hevix does get 2, doesn't get the 3rd, brings Native down to 10 HP, but a 3v2 situation, CTs are already wearing down, Face Crack peeking in towards window, has info of where they are, that nade isn't going to do much damage, peeks out and somehow stays alive, kills Native, drops the bomb, Depression getting a kill with the nade, and Psycho being dropped by Nino. I'm not completely sure what happened that round. I don't think I could really tell you, but very well played though. That was a good retake from 0to100, and it was a good B-hole to do with in the first place as well. Hevix was there, gets 2, tags one down to 10 HP, and does his job, stays alive. But Necrogenesis gets kind of caught with his pants down. But yeah, Hevix really good here. Unlucky he didn't get the 3rd, but Psycho, you know, only gets 1. Not much you can do there. 3 staying alive for the 0to100 side. And I think that's the important thing, that you're keeping players alive, building this economy. And the long aggression is coming out from T side. Not really being matched from T's though.
Quick start though from the North Macedonian team as I've kind of watched like a first map of the series for Glory and Blue Jays. It was really like a back and forth, slow fight, and now we're gonna see a bit more complex play style. And hopefully Renadai are gonna catch up, as they need to look up the scoreboard, as they are now 4 rounds down against their CD side opponents. Though they sometimes had a slower start and always knew how to get back, but there's not really much to throw now. As just 4 rounds. Oh, not much. Yeah, in that sense, this might be still cool, but there is a 3rd place or 1st place on the way. They have to win it. No other way out of this troubles. They're now waiting for the execute onto the A side. The person posted up, the open end. Sees the utility, but he has to fall back a bit and let them get towards this side. Shot might cost him a little advantage, but Face Crack, don't burn! It's too late for barbecue. And maybe he's gonna take it really personally as it goes down with his teammates. So, maybe a switch up from the D side. And Renadai finally getting their bomb plant. It's almost a 3rd one. So, not a bad stuff. At least their money still in their pockets, and they'll keep on capitalizing with more and more dying players on the CD side. Of course, still 20k on the table, as we had to mention. And this best of 3 series, so we're gonna expect 2 more maps, hopefully. Renadai picked this one, so if you can like both teams to win their own maps, that's still cool and kind of expected, as you said. They both had experience in ESCA, especially the trio from Exakuma. And we'll see if they can now figure out the situation. And it's going to be at least 3 rounds that still need to be caught by the side.
I mean, very good round here though. Psycho having a very impactful round. Necrogenesis does take him down, but you know, to what avail? Getting some kills and keeping the economy a little bit tight for Renadai, but definitely a round they needed to pick up. And because the rounds were kind of so close coming into that last round, 0to100, they're forced down onto an eco. Hevix did save over that A1S, so he will have that into this round, but Depression will be just buying a deagle, saving for an AWP, and 0to100, this is pretty much a giveaway for them. Run or die, just looking to stay alive with just multiple players at this stage. However, Hevix in a very advantageous position. He's pushed up short, and people aren't going to straight up realize, but Sensei is holding him. However, Native, the awareness on him does take him down. Bit messy, but takes down Face Crack. Looking for more. 5 bullets. Decides to not reload. A little bit of a fake there. But all Depression and Neno are waiting for him outside those doors. Dink coming in through the door. Flash coming in, and Native looking to just build his kill. Gets 3 kills. All the 3 kills he's had so far in this game. Nade coming in. He's looking for Depression, and he's down. He is now onto the ace. 4 kills to his name. Necrogenesis, where are you? Native is looking for you. I think he hears the USP shot. Oh, he really wants to find this. No one wants to take this ace away from him. He's clear TT, gets dinked up, turns around, misses the shots, and takes down Necrogenesis to give him the eco ace. You know, those aces, you know, those ecos, they add up. Those HLTV stats, it matters. He had 0 kills coming into this into that round, gets those ecos kills, and he's putting himself high up the board now.
Yeah, the confession is here. He wants those eco frags, and kind of messy around from 0 to 100. You know, at least peak together as there were 2 guys in, and even the missed shots from the front of the eye kind of got me chuckle a little. And hopefully it won't be happening again as they will not get into the back. But a little long control as well. Not much done. So let's move on to the middle. But they are now waiting. Guys, I've checked those recent matches from the eye defeated Nemic Gaming. That basically got to the major. And, you know, I'm kind of interested. Like, okay, if they defeated a major playing team, how can they defeat 0 to 100 as they are now back into the points, back into the saddle? 2 points in a row.
I mean, equally, Run or Die should have been, you know, they were in that RMR tournament, the RMR tournament, and they kind of bottled that. They fell out very decisively. They really did not do well there. And same with Skade. Skade were so well. No, Skade did well though. They didn't do very bad. They didn't do very badly whatsoever. They almost made it to the major. And you see For Glory taking them down yesterday. So you know these teams, they're not invincible. They have got weaknesses. And Depression, he's pushed up. He's gonna have all the info. He's gonna hear that Psycho has dropped into CT. And I'm not sure if the CTs are going to be able to, you know, what are they going to do now? The Wrap is coming in towards the B bomb site. Mollies and Flashes coming in. Necrogenesis and Hevix really just let to stand. Hevix gets 1, Smoke fading. Nino gets Psycho, and the round is falling. Sensei gets 1, but at what cost? He's brought down to 3 HP. All of his teammates have died. And yeah, Depression's going to be holding him. Oh, never mind. Nice shot from Sensei. But this is just a saving shot. You know, he is basically shooting to get exit frags right now. And really good adjustment from 0 to 100. Hevix getting 3 kills on the bomb site, or on the B bomb site, and Nino picking off Psycho on the lurk. Really well played from them, and just shutting down Run or Die.
Shifting down, that's probably what Canada needed to do. They still got some money in the bank, so no worries here. And hopefully the coaches are here, because I kind of realized that on the major, they can't even cheer, they can't even move when they are in the game. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think it's awful. I actually hate that. I'm like, I don't know how much of my views I'm allowed to give, given inside of this, but man, I think that's awful. I think that's actually properly outrageous. It just takes away everything. What, you know, at Cologne, you know, 2018 Cologne, I completely forgot who the big coach was. But if he was literally running around, like security had to stop him because they were like you're gonna run into the crowd and the crowd will they'll get too excited. You can't excite the crowd that much.
Yeah.
And it's like that is so amazing to see. It's just I don't know why. Like you've got Zonic, who is a 4-time major champion, and they're worried that he's going to give away strats from celebrating. It's like, let him cheer on his team. It just makes the viewing so much more enjoyable as well. And man, that's a very, very touchy topic for me, but I think it's really, really stupid. And that, you know, what's the point of having a coach at this stage? Like, he's just there as a figurehead. Like, he has no purpose. And I don't know why the players, like the CSPPA, don't do anything about this. Man, I don't know about it. It's kind of stupid.
I feel that you're a bit agitated, and I think I need to really have the same idea about it, same thinking. But let's see if now at least the players can step up here. A side again under the attack. Oh, it's gonna be split from long and short, so at least some forces may be split. And the side into. Okay, first crack.
Nice
shot.
Nice.
Attempt to make a highlight already. I feel like this might be the chance, but already A falls down quickly, and it's an avalanche. Player first, Crocodile coming in, turning around, smokes up, so at least the cross is available now. Though the flash might be up, and Native, he really felt that one as he takes down the guy in sight. As well as Sensei tries his best, but now it's 1v1. 4 seconds, Havix knows the position, the plan is in, and it's now Sensei against the Warrior, but the AK will be overmatching the orb. And so 5 points won't be the future. It's the 6th point for the 0to100, and I don't know if I get a feeling that Renadai might be slipping a little though, as you know, rather explosive style from that one round that they gone to the openings, got to the bomb site, planted the bomb. You know, at least the bomb plant, but that's not enough in this day and age.
Yeah, it's really good round from FaceCrack there. He gets the first kill quite luckily through the smoke, but those other 2 were completely imperative. And you know, Sensei, I think he did actually get the read onto where FaceCrack was coming, onto where Havix was coming from. And Havix again is a player that he's really impressed me throughout these games. And he's doing that again and again. Depression, that a quiet game so far, kind of threw away his body last round, but picks up the opening kill onto Jackie, and that is very important. Run or die. They're just looking, it's just kind of getting worse and worse for them. This Molotov's going to come down. It's going to literally sit at their feet. 2 players just, it spreads to them. Psycho's in the molly, swinging out. FaceCrack getting 2. Native and Psycho just drops that incredible utility use from FaceCrack. He swings on the molly, and they're just in, like, they're in a bewilderment. They don't know what to do. Run or die with, well, it was like 1 minute 20 on the clock, 2v5, and they're just trying to walk out mid, but they've got people bearing down on them. You know, you've got FaceCrack so close already, does get taken down, but that's the info he needs though. They know where they are now, and the utility comes in from the B bomb site. Necrogenesis flashing them off, and they'll be going towards the short site, the short to into Depression's crosshair. And this is where Depression needs to step up now. He's had a quiet game, but now he needs to hit his shots.
We'll see if he's gonna have a shooting gallery or a flying day. But the orb is
oh my god!
That's gonna be the message that he is to send. No one can defeat him for now. But Molly is in the situation as well. Jumping under the box. Up against the orb. Sensei since his guy and his opponent, but the jump is in. Yet the kill wasn't his. If he had that, I would probably start crying out loud because, dear God, what a shot from him.
What
I see why you like him.
Well, I mean, like, he's taken some elo from me in the past. You know, not completely happy, but that was an incredible shot from him. FaceCrack as well. Very versatile there with the Molotov. Oh my god, what a shot! Very impressive there. And 0to100 off to a very good start. This is, you know, like, I thought they were going to be, like, definitely the better team, but I didn't think they were going to be this decisive. With Nino already getting the opening pick into the round, Run or Die just, you know, really trying to just cement their foot in this game. They're, you know, they're buying up again. They've pretty much got no utility. 1 smoke left on the former Jackie. Sensei on the glass cannon. He really needs to step up. You are highlighting him as a player that's very impressive and very explosive, and I think he proved that yesterday. A very good series. However, he needs to do better now. He actually needs to step up and start putting, you know, kills on the board and start showing why he's good.
It must be here and now. Else it will be too late in a couple of rounds. I need to kind of check out FaceCrack, already 12-8. And it kind of reminds me of today's Reigns play. But the only play that Jackie made that was worthy one. You know, defends the short and he has still a couple of aces in his sleeve. He took pounds on the other side with his teammates. HE might stop the blend, but just for a little. Another, okay, he probably just had all of them on the ground. And his team is gonna follow up, though Quem tries to impress as well. Now 2v3, the flank is in, this is beautiful read, and the timing was just spot on.
Oh no, it's really good so far from FaceCrack. Like, he's just having a really good game. That utility from him as well, those nades doing a lot of damage. Necrogenesis on the flank with Havix, just it's clinical. And 0to100 already won the half. It's 8-2, Run or Die. They've pretty much had no say in this, and this is such a one-sided affair. Yes, the CT side of map, but that's with a pinch of salt, you know. Run or Die, they're really not getting much. You know, they've only had a couple close rounds. These rounds, you know, it'd be fair enough if they were close, but they're really not. However, the money is still very tentative on the 0 to 100 side. They need to be careful, but the depression is, again, finding the opening pick. 0 to 100, they are so good at this. They're so good at finding opening picks, and then they close the rounds out as well. But Run or Die with 0 contestation have already run up short, and I'm not sure anyone's going to expect this. They've got no one holding towards middle. Run or Die, 4 players towards the short position, and they're finally to look back. Depression looking towards mid, turning his attention back towards short. Face crack, yeah, the utility is going to start coming out, and Depression, he needs to go huge here again. He's already got the first kill in the round, and we've seen him do big from this position before.
Let's see if he can follow up with some heroic play once again. Now uses the smoke with his advantage and plays with the angles. No one crosses. He's afraid to go. The flash could be helping now. Maybe even a call out if he makes this play. But the decision was made by Psycho. And again, the HE from Face Crack. Okay, he's got a whole storage of HEs. And I'm flying there. Quem hits it hard. I don't know if he's got some plates on his head, or is it like a target range. But the HEs are falling on his head. So now on 36. He might be the first man to die here. This, again, the long grab from Nino. As the other team pushes up CT. But they now go in fast and take out a few guys till they get to the site.
Yeah, Nino left in a 1v2 situation. The problem that 0 to 100 had is that they didn't really have any util coming into this retake. You know, Nino's just picked up the kit, the flash, he's backing off. Run or Die have finally won a round, but it took a while. They have, again, though, broken the 0 to 100 economy quite successfully. You know, Phase Cracks dropped to 2.3, Necrogenesis to 3.2, and Nino will be able to drop one over, but someone's going to be sitting on an SMG this round, and 0 to 100, they can't afford to lose this next round. You know, they're looking strong. They get this first pick, but the problem was Depression just didn't, he wasn't able to, he was very indecisive with that AWP. He didn't know which angle to check, and I think he kind of knew inside what he wanted, but was very too indecisive. 0 to 100, again, taking the long, you know, they do like this. They like taking long control, and they've completely ignored mid, like, throughout this whole game. And Run or Die did abuse that last game. You know, they had 4 players towards short, and pretty much, well, they had it completely uncontested, and then just committed 4 players up to site, planted for short, and won the round.
Hitting on to a guy behind the doors. Sometimes it's quite a dangerous job to stand behind them. You are not really a receptionist, but okay, this could scare a lot of people. So Nino now has to back up with just 1 HP, and Quem still thinks that there might be someone or something hiding behind. Both guys left, and I just feel like the CD setup is so awesome and mesmerizing to watch as they run out of the map and try to guess where the T's are hiding. So far, that was long control abuse, as you've mentioned. No one almost admit from the CTs, but the ball might be heading now towards B. And A might be just a fake. This round could be turning on its head. Yet the heads of Run or Die are, at least for the bomb plant, that's in the strat book, and it worked for them a couple of times, but the rounds need to still stack up.
Yeah, I mean, the rounds, you know, Run or Die, they do have the gun advantage coming into this round, so they are definitely the favorites. But time with 20 seconds left on the board, T side, they got to get moving, and they haven't spotted. Face Crack just behind the door, gets the first, 15 seconds. Execute coming out towards B, Necrogenesis gets the first, Havoc swings him, Havoc gets one, does get the reload, and he's still alive. 8 seconds, and that's the save coming in for Run or Die. Jackie getting one, but what does it really matter? They're running straight into Depression, which is in the lower bomb site. Havoc gets one. Time is gone. Sensei with 7 HP does survive, takes down Hedvix, and will bring a gun into the next round. But oh my god, Run or Die should not be losing that round. 0 to 100 with the gun deficit. Just, it's a war of attrition. They didn't give up anything. It got to 20 seconds. Face Crack was in a weird, like, how did they not see him? But Necrogenesis and Hedvix doubling up and doing really well towards the B-bomb site.
I thought a little Hiko is coming, but I think it's too much to expect from here. Because they're trying to play it safe and just don't let anything slip. But it's widening up, and so the points are going on and on, but it's on the CT side only. But the solo for 0to100. And I feel like the pulse should be coming in anytime soon. And let's say I've heard so many interesting reasons why to pulse. One of my favorites are I need to harvest potatoes on the field, and my dog ran off, so I need to catch him. And the last one, probably the favorite, as it was on Reddit. A car hit my house. I need to go and fix it.
Yeah, you need to fix your house. It only takes about 30 seconds, so you should be grand.
Yeah.
But FaceCrack already getting the first pick. This is like again and again, 0to100. How like run or die just never get the first pick. 0to100 are always getting it, and they're always. Well, I mean, apart from the 3 rounds they lost, they're pretty much converting it the majority of the time. It's very impressive. Depression with the AWP towards the A bomb site. You know, he doesn't have to be aggressive now. He can sit back and kind of just like go 1 for 1, let them walk into his crosshair.
A charge onto the A side. And again, it's 30 seconds. Time is running out. But look who is running out of the smoke. It's FaceCrack, and he mows down 2 of the enemies. And of course, the flash was just brilliant enough. And so that's what we see on the scoreboard. And yeah, maybe my expectations from the Ukrainian squad were overrated, and I might rethink it. But let's see if they can still try to do something here. It's nothing lost, but the rounds are keep on getting onto the CT side. You know, if they have rabbit in a hat, just pull it out. Now, I want to see the magic.
FaceCrack is incredible, man. Like he's having such a brilliant game. Him and Depression, and Native, the smoke, not even hitting the Molotov, gets away with his life, but loses 50 points of HP. And again, Run or Die are utilizing the fact that 0to100 and not having any mid presence. Depression misses 1, misses 2. Jackie and Kevin double up to get kills. Nino does find Native towards long, but 3v4 retake. They do have the gun advantage. I don't think the AWP has been picked up because it's in a very precarious position, but Nino edging his way up towards long. Hevix flashing over. Necrogenesis getting 1. Kevin spamming the deagle, but the flanks coming in. The Tech 9 at range is not it. Kevin takes out Nino though. Hevix in the 1v3 situation gets the first, gets the second. Left against Sensei. Sensei has no armor. Hevix picks up the AWP, not the gun you want in this situation. As Sensei is towards Gandalf. Oh, the molly is going to be right at his feet. And he's pistol out and he kills him and he gets to 1v3. Hevix securing the 11th round for 0to100. Securing the 1v3. And just as soon as Run or Die get any traction, Hevix puts them right back in their place.
Established, and yeah, that was such an assertive round from the CTs, as we just keep on seeing. Even though they lose the players, they aren't afraid to go for the retake. And I just feel sorry sometimes even the Deagles when they're trying to stack up here. But then Molly from Hevix, he expected that and used it well. I'm glad that people can get used to use the nades. As you know, sometimes when you die with the utility early in the round, you can just only think about yourself like, yeah, maybe I should have just used it. It's maybe like brakes on your car when you get into the car accident and you're like, okay, yeah, I should brake earlier. Hopefully nothing bad happens on the roads for you or anyone in the chat. And we are on the way almost to the second half. One-way smoke for Native, so Xbox smoke approach onto the short as well. But, you know, like, wanna try a B split or B rush anytime soon?
Every time they've gone towards B, they've been completely shut down. But Depression has actually been very underwhelming for me on this AWP. Like, he hit that, he's got the Draken 30-degree window. He's missing all the easy shots. Like, yeah, like, that's a shot he really should be hitting. Then he hits these ridiculous flicks, and it's like, I don't know. I expect more from him, and hopefully, as the game goes on, we will see more. But for now, the A execute has come in. The T sides have got to the bomb site and FaceCrack. This is very dangerous. He does spot out the bomb on site. He is edging up towards ramp. 4v5 retake. Hevix gets 1, puts into 44. FaceCrack doubles up. Jackie does sit down Hevix, but FaceCrack, he is not finished there. FaceCrack is on a tear. And wait, he can get on the bomb. There's no one near. Kevin gets taken down. Nino is dropped towards long. Jackie towards CT, and they know he's there. He's mollied himself out. FaceCrack gets the defuse. And what a half from him. He has absolutely dismantled this Run or Die side. And honestly, this has been completely tragic for them. Run or die, haven't had a single foot in pretty much this whole half. 0 to 100 have just been all over them.
Someone call the fire trucks. The 100 are on fire now, and hopefully they'll stay on or at least cool a little, as we're gonna see them switch onto the T's. And as they've played this quite a frequent and rotative CD side, they might even do that onto the T side as well. Approaching long, 2 of them or 3 with a bomb. Attempting and getting the frags already. Nitrous is already on the first, and Face Crack just holds them off. Those Psycho might be up to a word with them. So it's now 3v2 in 20 seconds, and it still might get a little bloodier.
Oh, Jackie might walk straight into Havix's crosshair, but Havix has turned away at the last minute. Oh, this timing is impeccable. Jackie, they're literally toe-to-toe. Jackie gets in mind. Havix turns around, doesn't quite get the kill. 2v2 situation still, though. Oh, Native's in a very precarious position here. This is going to either be very good or very bad. I don't know if they're going to clear him. Nemo's jumping around. Face Crack comes in and shoots him in the side of the head. Jackie last alive. No kit. Does have the armor, though. Face Crack on. He's already got a 3k. He's having such a good game. They know where Jackie is now. Ooh, tags him down a little bit. P250. Oh, Face Crack's looking for this kill. He's confident in himself. He sees him through the smoke. Tags him down, gets the 4th of the round, and Face Crack 23 to 10, giving 0 to 100 their 13th round. Oh my god, this player is incredible.
And once again, I must compare it to Rain that was playing in FaZe today, if I'm not mistaken. He had like 33 frags in 24 rounds. And I think Face Crack just took the award and said, okay, I'll beat him.
Yeah, it was a bit close from Jackie there. Jackie had his back, he had Hedvix with his back turn, and Jackie gets it very ropey, but Run or Die buying into this round, tags going both ways, Depression on 34 HP, Native on 22, and Face Crack. Will he hit the 30 mark? Will he do a Rain? There's not many rounds left, if they win now, they will be 3 rounds less than what FaZe had, because FaZe was what, 16-6 against EG?
Yeah, could be. Yeah, kind of, landslide victory.
Oh yeah, and EG then have lost. Yeah. So they lost against Copenhagen Flames 16-2 as well, and it's like they've literally got 8 maps in total across two best of ones. Not a great tournament for them so far. Pick'ems are being saved a little bit. EG 0-3. However, I put Gambit to go 3-0, and Entropic. I did put Entropic to go through, but I did not think Entropic would be going 3-0. That's the only difference. Kind of regret putting Gambit 3-0 now, because I could have put like a secure 3, like a secured for them to go through, but instead I took the gamble.
I see. I don't do the pick'ems, but of course those CIS teams that we see are quite tricky to play against.
They're incredible.
They have God game or not.
CIS Counter-Strike is just the best right now.
Yeah, and you even see in here in CE that teams from any region can upset even the biggest names. So the upset is coming the way of B side. Jackie on 40 HP, staying alive, but no more. It's already hungry sharks.
Right, Necrogenesis.
Just keep running.
That is illegal. He has been absolutely obliterated. Sensei doesn't even know what happened. You highlighted him as a player. Fair enough. He had a very good game. He's a very talented individual. 6-11. Really not what you want to see on the side of Run or Die. One of your best players just being a bit abysmal for us. Misses his shot. Face Crack. Oh my god, this man. 25 kills. 2 rounds left to secure the map point, and this could be a very fast series indeed.
I might be getting a bit annoyed by seeing that Sensei isn't playing well, but if he gets the op, it might be the difference. But I didn't get to see the op even on the T side, so hopefully they'll get some money and give him a gun that he's capable of killing. Let's see. Almost at the end of the first map, and the other 100 again. And passing over the B side, those Psycho find a medicine, and at least one man down for them. But over-aggression and overextension into the tunnels might achieve a near win for the North Macedonian team. And if you want to win, check out the giveaways with exclamation mark Intel into the chat. And if you want to win like a native, then just go onto the site of CEE Champions. 2 more giveaways are on the way. And I have no words. You know, those scouts are so impressive to watch. You know, if I had the scout, I'm getting missed every shot, even when I zoom, even when I double zoom. But the guys like these, they shoot for the walls and headshot the guy. Don't know, like, if they, you know, sleep and play, or do they, like, do it for the breakfast?
I suck at scouts. I wish I was good at it, but I've been watching some, like, the more I watch this, what I realize, these, like, level of professionals are just cracked with the Tech 9. I don't know what it is, but they're just incredible with the Tech 9. And, like, the amount of, like, things I've seen people do with the Tech 9 is just absolutely preposterous. But I really don't agree with this for Run or Die. Like, I really don't agree with this buy. You know, this is the epitome of a rage buy. It's like, oh, guys, you know, we're literally are 11 rounds down. Let's buy into it. Face crack does get tagged down, but just that doesn't matter. Takes down native. The long push is coming down, but Nino, they've got the B-bomb site. Jackie is coming down from CT. Will be met by his mate Kevin. Kevin, oh, but wait, Face Cracker's already. Hold on a second. Face Crack's literally in T-spawn. Face Crack is, yeah, there's no way Kevin's going to be checking this. Face Crack will be looking to get 27th kill. He does turn around the corner. Oh, never mind. Kevin tears off his head. 2v2 situation. Necrogenesis on 11 HP. All of a sudden, this is very winnable. They rotate, you know, yeah, Jackie by door, 20 HP, coming in. No kit, though. They're going to have to speed up. Necrogenesis, oh my god, never mind. I did say he was 11 HP. I highlighted him as someone that could be a little bit of liability on that HP. Never mind. Gets up, takes the head off Kevin, turns around and demolishes Jackie. That is a match point for 0 to 100. And oh my god, they have not skipped a beat. They've just been incredible. You know, Face Crack gets tagged. I don't care. Necrogenesis, 11 HP. Bye-bye.
Match into the victory. Just one round that decides, think, or is going to decide their fate. And maybe even the map themselves. You know, if Run or Die lose Dust 2, I feel like it could be, well, 2 here, but Jackie, alright, quite a confident peak over there with the HE on Psycho. At least the smoke is there, and the kills as well. What a play again. Brutal stuff. And so 2v4 in 20 seconds again. This time, it's Run or Die, and the execution with the shotgun. Oh boy. You know, I watched a little Czechoslovak league tonight, and I've seen a guy pull out sort of and get 2 kills. And I took a bet. Like, if he gets 1 kill, then I'll order him a pizza. So I need to now buy 2 of them.
Oh, that is not very nice whatsoever. I think, yeah, like, don't see much of the sword off in the UK scene. You see the XM, and I mean, I'm prone on Nuke to, you know, on the top heart on CT side, whacking up the Mag 7, or in Ancient, I do like a good Mag 7. I think it's quite dangerous in, well, you know, in that cave position. But normally a sword off.
I'm not sure if you mentioned like some of the Max 7 on Inferno.
Yeah, ships.
Oh,
yeah, so ships is dangerous with the Mag 7 on Inferno. Like, he's revolutionized how you play Banana, and he pulled it out a lot against For Glory, but apparently it wasn't, like, I'm pretty sure every time he pulled it out, he actually got like a kill or 2. But it wasn't enough. Nino's gonna be dropping this molly though at the foot of Psycho, and that is a what was that noise? I thought that was an XM shot for a second, but tagging down everyone, not managing the egg kill, drops the AK, drops the bomb, and Run or Die, you know, that is a round in their favor, but it might be a little bit too much too late. 0 to 100 will be forced onto an eco though. I think they might actually be forcing into this because they do have 0 loss bonus. Clinical with the XM there. Necrogenesis not having a single say in that round. But Depression is on. He did start the round with pennies, and he will be forced onto the Glock and pissed. Oh, he does have an AK. So 0 to 100 will have a buy in this round. Not much utility. Long aggression coming in. Necrogenesis opting out of the long doors. Molly at his feet. He is smoking himself off though. Oh, but Kevin's very close. Flash does not come in, and Kevin just takes him out with his back turned.
At least a little alert for them. Someone tries to cross the doors. There was the unlucky situation for Nino that was standing beside the door, and maybe he's aware that someone could do the same to him, as no one else is heavy enough to stand there. You know, it's a perfect sign to see 4 to 15, but gentlemen, a short view back to the past when Virtus Pro was losing 3 to 15 against Ents and won 19 to 15. Miracles can happen, and if it's here, if it's on the map of Run or Die, go for it. I wish them the best of luck. And if you have any favor in one of those teams, don't mind and show them your support and try to be a good fan. And if you're active, you might as well check out giveaways. But enough of that, and let's see if the round is going towards the North Macedonians or is it not?
0 to 100, they are lining up some smokes here. The BXQ will be coming down, but that smoke from Jackie with 20 seconds left that is incredible. And the save, wow, that is the save called straight away. Yeah, Jackie just holding that smoke is really important.
In 4v5?
Yeah, I mean, but as soon as they get smoked off there, they don't have a single flash to go through that smoke. So it's a bit of a suicide mission, actually, but yeah, really good utility usage from Jackie there.
Small board that they're sitting on. Still 10 points to go. Ain't that a dream if they could win this? And I might even now jinx it and curse it to see them lose this round, but it's gonna be with Tech9. And if Tech9 could be really dangerous, and it's gonna be in the hands of Necrogenesis that had a really loud saying in a couple of the rounds before. And it might be again the A side so attractive for the guys on the T's. Or will they? It's mid control. And that was not the man of Run or Die. They stacked towards the B bomb side. Though they chose the wrong one.
Yeah, they have no mid presence whatsoever, and both the CTs are towards a long area. Jackie is rotating in now, but if Psycho this changes the whole thing. Havix picks off Psycho, and I don't think they're going to commit towards the A bomb site now. They could very much go back. However, Native in towards Necrogenesis is careful of it. They are definitely wary of someone being in that tunnel's position, but he will have the problem is Native being there. He does have all the info that they aren't going towards B. Jackie is in CT. He's careful that just in case they go back, he's there. But with Sensei on the site with the AWP, he's going to have to go huge here. The AWP, the molly comes down, and Jackie face crack lands in his face. Sensei does get a little bit tagged by but the flank comes in, and Native gets one, doesn't get the third. Necrogenesis takes him down in a 1v3 situation. Will have the B bomb site for free. Doesn't have a smoke though. Has a molly, and it'll be better than nothing. He does cross though. Jackie has spotted him, and his priority will be getting the bomb down. It's a bit ballsy though. Jackie, he's in the winning position, allows the bomb to go down, but Kevin takes him down. Second kill for him in the round, and Native in that lower tunnels proves to be incredibly pivotal. He gets the first, disrupts everything. Gets a second, finally traded out by Necrogenesis, but really good round from him overall.
The equation is now getting sense, and Sensei might be getting the frags. I highlight him a lot. And of course, there are still a bit more MVPs to go. And you've talked about a guy that we already seen today on the stream. And who is that and why?
What? Oh, sorry, was it
Collins.
Oh, Collins. Oh, mate, he's cracked. He is incredible. That Collins lad is insane. He dropped 40 against Skade, basically. He dropped 39. I'll round it up to 40. And he had a bit of a weird series today. He didn't do too much in the first or last map. But on Ancient, he was absolutely pivotal. I think he dropped something like 27 kills, and that's probably the reason why For Glory won. But running it back quickly to this game, Face Crack, he's looking to end the map right now. Gets 2 kills with the Deagle and the AWP combined. Oh, and that bomb game down is very important for next round. Necrogenesis dancing around the smoke and flashed coming into his face, saving the life of Kevin. But Native being dropped, Necrogenesis proving very important and becoming a little bit of a thorn in the side of Run or Die. These smokes are still down and just, they're in a very awkward position, definitely favoring the T side and these other person Deagles. Necrogenesis does get taken with Depression. Oh my god, Depression with the Deagle gets 2 and ends the map there, completely ruining any chance Run or Die had in this game. Oh my god.
I'm a bit sad with what happened there. I've tried to cheer the T's, but well, maybe sometimes you just don't need to help a lot or anymore if it's going down. And so downhill went the first map. The Mirava City team won it, but we're still into 2 more maps to go. And Inferno is still a viable option if there's an upset coming on the second map, that's going to be picked by the team of 0to100. What do you feel about the map? Because we've seen I think it's going to be a puggy map, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh man, I think 0 to 100. I think they are completely all over Run or Die. That map was just 0 to 100. They didn't even let Run or Die really. They didn't have a single say in it. And that last round was just the epitome of it all. Depression and Necrogenesis cleaning up with the Deagles. What incredible shots as well from Depression as well. I don't think he even expected that to happen. But yeah, I see this being a quick 2-0. I don't see this next map really having much traction to it whatsoever as well. And I think the finals. I don't want to jinx it, but maybe looking like a Macedonian final, like Macedonian just too strong.
Yeah, I wouldn't be afraid to see this domestic grand final. At least you're gonna see them again face by face, and yeah, maybe they might be from the same region, but they might not have played themselves at all. And I've seen this problem with League of Legends, where there are domestic leagues, and then you go to the world, the biggest tournament, like the CS:GO Major, and there are not many matches between the international scene. So hopefully, at least CE might have helped with this and see what the regions are capable of. But still, we are not done here. And after a short break, we are back at it again, and hopefully with a great second map. Stay with us, stay hydrated, and relax. We are here, you are here, and the teams are ready.
Welcome back, everybody. And that was a very decisive map. I think we can all agree. 0 to 100 did not give Run or Die a single in on that map, but we are going over to the second map now. It is Mirage, I think. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. And this hopefully will be a little bit more close. Run or Die looking a little bit lackluster. They are probably, I think, agreeable, the more experienced team and the team that I think some people would expect to maybe not win, but definitely put up a lot more of a fight than they did. 0 to 100, though, however, looking very, very impressive. And Macedonian CS right now is looking very good.
And they've had quite a tough, or I mean, maybe easier group stage and then tougher playoffs, as they've played against Quiveria Curti and Infinite Gaming from Romania in the group stage. They ended up 2-0, so pretty decisive even in that stage. And then they've met All Stars Gaming, another Romanian team, and then Entropic Prague, the Czechoslovak section of the Entropic main. They're playing now on the major. Meanwhile, the guys from Run or Die, they've had Squad from Albania, then Skate, tough loss there, and eventually beating BEE and advancing against SCE Sport from Estonia. And afterwards, Iga with 2-1 victory, as we can see here. Of course, another major team, and I feel like the major teams, maybe got a more those star achievements, and maybe even the fans were hoping to see them in the grand finals. But we got another champions, another runner-ups into tomorrow's matches. We're gonna see 4Glory and Blue Jays that already played today get into the brawl for the last places, or last 4 places that are now splitting the $20K that are for the prize pool. If you want to win, again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but check out the CEE web page. There are 2 giveaways running as well as Intel giveaway in that chat with exclamation mark Intel to try and get a link and join into this one as well. Do you feel like the MVP, who would win it if you couldn't count Collins as your pick?
I mean, right now, I want to see how this map plays out for sure. And I also want to just see what the grand final will be like as well. Because I feel like that is where we will really be seeing where the MVP is. But right now, I think it's very undeniable that Face Crack, I think we can all agree that he had a pretty incredible game. And that was very impressive. And that was very good to see. And I mean, we're probably going to be having to look at someone from the Blue Jay side. And for me, Aid Kit had a really impressive series, but he really dropped off though on the second map of Ancient, and I think Caxton was pretty much consistent throughout, and everyone else, I want to say, a little bit disappointing. Styles on the AWP, I was definitely expecting a lot more from him, and the AWPers so far in this tournament, actually, they've been, I want to say, by large, underwhelming. Like, there's been, Depression today, I felt like he was missing a lot of shots. D on the side of 4Glory, I equally feel like he's had some very underwhelming series recently. And I think the rest of this game will genuinely, let's see if someone like Face Crack can continue the performance that he had. Let's see if that maybe the other players like Depression can step as well. But Hevix, personally, I think he's been doing very well as well. He had a very good game, and if I'm not mistaken, he also played very well against against Entropic Prague yesterday. And the games I've watched to him, especially against All Star Gaming, he has done pretty well so far. So hopefully these people can continue. Yeah. So I think by large, short answer, Face Crack or Hevix on the side of 0 to 100 if they make it to the finals. And on the side of Blue Jays, it would have to be either, I've forgotten their names. It's completely slipped my mind. I just mentioned them. Either Aid Kit or Caxton, that's the one. But it'll be interesting to see, though. I mean, I feel like I am maybe a little bit ruling out Run or Die here, but in that last game especially, no one really stood out to me whatsoever. And Sensei, who you marked as someone who is very strong, and I agree with you. I think he is. He went 6 to 14, so maybe we can see a little bit more from him. And right now, we're getting straight back into it. And 0 to 100, they're on their map pick now. And if Run or Die's map pick went that way, I wonder how this is going to go.
might be the mental break that is coming towards the CD side now, where the runner that started. It's that bit, it's the pick of the enemy, so that these had the choice, and the choice of killing with Quem's gun was already accepted. So heading back towards the B-bomb site, no one's guarding it, but the steps are heard, and the approach is inevitable. Now, with just a smoke and a flash, this could be the decisive move, though Native gonna stay sneaky and hide in the site. No one's still stepping in this direction, but the territory is defended well, and the Lion is stepping up. Ex-Marlin player with already a 3k, and it might be his fourth if Nino tries to step in, but no, the dog is still in the play. And the attempt is there, flashing up, and he tries to jump off, but into the Skyco's hands he comes. So at least a run or die that got around. Yeah, a little, happy message for them. And the start couldn't be better.
Yeah, very impressive round overall. And then Native just kind of solidifies that with that very impressive 3K here. Destroys Facecrack, turns around. Hevix was already tagged down, but nonetheless, and just tears Depression's head off. Really good start from him. The question is, he's had this impressive pistol. Can we see him as a star player now for the rest of his half? Or game even? Will he show up and prove to us that maybe Run or Die aren't out for the taking? And it'll be a bit ironic that 0 to 100 absolutely stomped Run or Die on their map pick. Maybe we see Run or Die stomping 0 to 100 on their map pick.
I will discount them. They're still capable of going back, as they had some chances to play Ambassador 3, beat Navi with that a little exploit. But now they're playing against a little weaker opponent, as I might say, even though I don't somehow shame the 0 to 100, but they're gonna have pistols now, so anything is possible. And so there comes a kill, and it's gonna be again the B-bomb site. This time it's Psycho guarding it. And the old dog has to step up, though. Okay, never mind. The rotation comes in, so there was a little plan, and then the plan goes that Native dies. So the hero for the first round already on, and 3v4, the gun is up, and this might be the only heading man, but charge was from Run or Die. So a good second round. At least the win streak goes to them, and yeah, don't let the T-side plant. That's only the best option that they have.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bit of a throwaway round, but I'm not sure what Native was doing. He kind of just, like, hops out of window. But, bit of a shooting ground for some of these players. Yeah, Native just kind of hopping out window, and Kevin cleaning them up. Equally just getting a bit aggressive, jumping into their faces, and we see him actually being reduced to the UMP this round. Not a gun you see that often anymore. Used to be very popular, but alas, it's run its course. So 0 to 100. Taking a bit of a messy fight, but Necrogenesis cleaning up. Does take down Kevin and Native. The UMP on Kevin, bit of a not something I would necessarily choose for a long-range fight, but each to their own. And utility coming out now for 0 to 100. Deep smoke coming in for jungle, and Hevix. Oh my god, I thought that was Depression that got the kill, but Hevix saving Depression's life a little bit. And really good utility usage from 0 to 100 there, pushing them to a 2v3 advantage. Never mind, Say rips their head off Necrogenesis. Hevix put in a very precarious position, trying to get the bomb down. I don't think they realize that both players are CT, but they will start to realize now. Psycho edging out, getting very, very close. I don't think Hevix is going to realize it's this close, and he doesn't. Psycho takes him down. Depression left in a 1v2 situation. Smoke on the bomb is towards connector. Nade going to be landing on the bomb, but they've stepped away a little bit. Spam coming in, nothing connects, runs out of bullets, but Psycho takes him down. Bit close there for Run or Die, but really nice retake.
They slowly edged. They've built the tension, and it was eventually the peak, and maybe impatience from Depression there. Of course, sometimes when you are far off the bomb side, you can't really hear the steps. And so he decided to pull the trigger now, but didn't have in his favor. But this fight at mid, it was kind of confusing at the first. Necrogenesis still kind of got up and really sprinted to help to his teammate over the retake. That was that. But if you look at a minimap, and I checked it on Reddit, that Mirage and Ancient kind of look like a Poland with the borders.
I wouldn't be able to say exactly what Poland looks like on a map, so I can't really say. I'll take your word for it. That sounds very interesting. I'm hoping that's a coincidence. That'd be a pretty mad thing if it wasn't. That's pretty cool. But 0 to 100 deciding they want to buy back into this round. Bit of a devious, quite an interesting decision because we've got a minute 15 on the clock and they are reduced to having a single smoke and a single flashbang. Not something you want to see. However, the flash is on. It's in Palace as well. Like this is probably this is really not what you want to see. Smoke out towards mid as well and. This is a very hard position for 0 to 100. Smoke towards top con. Oh, I like this though. Pulling the rotates. Oh, but the rotations, they're gambling a little bit towards the A side. Kevin in window and Nino, 40 seconds left on the board. 0 to 100 can't hang around for too long. Flash in towards ramp. That's just a little bit of a scare tactic. The open A1S on the CT side, on CT pretty much, and Nino jumping around, seeing if he can make some noise, but the trade's coming in for the T side, taking down both the A defenders. Necrogenesis deciding he wants to take the round, and almost gets Psycho, but tears the head off Kevin.
All right, save time. So they're gonna leave the round towards the North Macedonian team. And speaking of the nations, I'm not sure, but have we seen a Polish team in this tournament? I think not.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there was a Polish qualifier. I think I don't think it was necessarily because it is the CEE regions. I'm not completely sure what that entails, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I guess not actually. I don't know.
Central and Eastern Europe. So that should be Poland.
Yeah, I don't think there was a Polish qualifier though, because the Polish teams are very good. You probably would see, you would see them in this probably at this stage of the bracket, but of course not the case. There is a Ukraine team though here, run or die, and 2 Macedonian teams left in it. It's very interesting though. You don't see Macedonia as being a very pivotal region for Counter-Strike, but in this lower tier, they seem to be building the ranks, taking their first round of the game against Run or Die, and Depression taking down Kevin, giving the T side an early advantage already, and they've already got mid control as well. Great round so far from Run or Die. Native running her out from shore, and I don't think he realizes that he's got 2 players bearing down on him. Necrogenesis tears off his head. Native probably not the play there. Sensei in towards the B-apps, and the T sides, they're running up con into 1 player. Jackie smoked down, just trying to survive for as long as possible, and Nino tears his head off again through the smoke. 0 to 100, absolutely ruthless. Early picks coming in, and it's just really just bad to worse for this Run or Die side. They will have the round advantage though. It will be going to 3-2. But the money is equally looking very bad. They do have an AWP to carry over, but AWP is still a glass cannon. Sensei, I really want to see him doing a little bit more. He's been very lackluster. Run or Die. They really need to start. These past 2 rounds have been very, very decisive. For 0 to 100, Sensei, I assume he's going to be taking down Havocs here. And that will be, a little bit of something going into the next round. But ultimately, it won't add up to much.
I'm trying to think, who's from North Macedonia? I know there is a guy maybe from Fan plus Phoenix. I'm mistaken. So the region is at least like this. I'm not sure who though. No, maybe it's in Easy Brush. Yeah, it's from Indicos.
Who even plays on Fan plus Phoenix anymore?
Oh, I know there's Stico, because domestic guy.
Yeah.
The Zen and.
You're probably thinking of Madden, who is from he's from Montenegro. Similar.
Oh, never mind.
Similar.
Oh,
he beat me in a qualifier once.
But no, that's also from Montenegro. Lobanica.
Yeah. He's because they do have a couple players from that region, but I don't see many teams though. Whereas from Macedonia, you do have. You have 2 teams right here, 0 to 100 and both Blue Jays. So yeah, and they're doing pretty well in the European scene right now, as we can see. Oh, that's the gun going down though. Nino takes down Psycho. Really, really not very good. You know, that's quite a risky play just to jump in a sandwich. The AWP still is in play though. Sensei towards CT with the AWP. Jackie the bait. Bomb is going down. And Depression, he's looking to peek right into that. Takes the first down on Kevin. Inkling towards CT. This is going to be a big road fight. Takes down Native. He was a shooting range for him right now. And Sensei finally takes him down. Pulls it into a 3v2, and that's a double up save. If they save both these guns, this is quite good for next round. Run or die, they're not going to have a great buy, but a double up setup, nothing to shy away from.
Letting them to get 3 points can be a little headache, but at least Jackie tries to eliminate as much player or as many players as he can and find some economical grounds for CTs. But okay, they're gonna save 2 ops. They'll have to buy into next. But if they lose it, there are not enough funds for them for the next rounds. And it's really heartbreaking to see like they've had a good start, but overall, 0to100, they know a bit more of the tactical game than their enemy, and then their kind of tactical pause. As I try to speak of the devil, and the devil counts itself. But you know, I expected from Run or Die to have some tactical ground, you know, expect the enemies, try to study the demos. You know, 3 players are from the same team. 0to100 are basically a mix of all European nations. Why is that?
Well, I mean, mixes are pretty dangerous. I don't know if these... I'm pretty sure you guys are actually a real team. I think they play in advanced.
Oh.
I could be wrong. Wait, let me check quickly. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure I put in my notes that they were. Could be very wrong though. So yeah, because Depression plays these guys in ESEA.
Mm-hmm. Let's then switch around, slowly getting towards again the bomb side B. Tension rising around mid as well. 2 players heading the other direction, so Face Crack at least used one. And they gave it a space onto the B side. Psycho defending his round. Native not anymore a hero. Falling down from the statues. And the bomb has to get down as soon as possible. But the ops are still in play. And Sensei running around, using the positions in his favor. And so 2v3. Again, the nerves are onto the North Macedonian.
Yeah, this is a very... the 0to100 could still pick up this round, though. 2v3 situation. Nino in a very good position. Spots Jackie out. Does take him out. That is incredibly pivotal. However, Helix does get taken down. And they know where Nino is, though. He swings out. He has to get his kill. Gets the kill on the Psycho. Left into a 1v1 versus Sensei. Sensei on the AWP, but not the gun you want in a 1v1. Nino dancing around the bomb site. The clock's gone down. Sensei has no kit, and that is round. Nino has gifted 0to100 the 4th round. And very, very important as well. However, his rounds are a little bit costly though for 0to100. They're surviving with 2 players, 1 player, 3 players. Like, they've got the money, so it's fine for now, but might get a little bit costly in the future. And to come back to your point as well, yeah, 0to100, they are not a mix. They are playing in advance together. They're currently 0-1, dropping to Fate.
Alright, the name maybe confused me a little.
It's probably because they probably don't have an org. That's why.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I feel like the qualifiers and the, let's say, the B tier and C tier events should be the scouting grounds for many orgs, as something at least 1 player could help them, and that's something that they need. You know, don't recycle the same old players, because anyways, if we recycle them in 2 months' time, you're gonna have the same roster with different people and basically with the same results. So hopefully the orgs find their way into the scouting. And of course, there's something in the league that I like, that the players themselves, they announce the free agency, and of course the tier 1 scene as here doing the same. These lower tier teams, it's kind of hard for them to find the org with some sustainable achievements or expectations, of course requirements as well. Hopefully even 0to100 can find a way, and if they somehow win it, this might be the starting point for them in their careers.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, this would be huge. I mean, like even in tier 1, you have. I mean, I guess not maybe tier 1, tier 2. You have like Bad News Bears, the NA team, and I think those are like party astronauts. Like you have these teams that are good and they just are not being picked up by an org, and it's quite
Indeed.
sad to see actually. But yeah, this, as you said, if they win this event, maybe that's a very good starting ground for their possible career. But however, Kevin and Native have something to say against that. Face Crack does trade, but the trades are coming in for the CT side. Depression, misses a very important shot. Does get the kill with the Molotov, helped by Face Crack. But in a 1v3 situation with 10 seconds left, he spots out one, spots out two. Does only get one, but that got a little bit close for a second.
Surely that could be even going into play of his. We know that he's really trying his best here, and even though they're under the nerves and someone really brings them a chewing gum, as yeah, both teams are really nervous, I must say. As you can even see, the rounds are close, and even if like one player stays alive, it's still an individual situation that can be clutchable. And it's cool to see that players aren't afraid to go into the retakes. And sometimes even 2v4s are really possible if you have a teammate. And teammate was also quite in situations, so say, with a good flash, opens up the round, and it's gonna die finally with the opening step. Let's see if there's any answer or response from the North Macedonian team. Alright, boosting the wind hill. Be crucial with the information, but the timing isn't on. And Jackie still holds his ground. And it's gonna be a last stand for all players from the T side, or respectively the T side.
Yes, this is looking a little bit better for Run or Die. You know that they're starting, because this is what they need. They need to piece 2 rounds together, break the 0 to 100 economy, and start getting a little bit of a foothold into this half. However, I would never count them out. We have seen, now maybe I would count them out. Because I was going to say, we have seen them pull off some 3v5s, etc. But Kevin has something very much to say about that. Takes down 2. And yeah, stringing those 2 rounds together, very, very pivotal. 0 to 100, their money is completely gone. And Run or Die have an advantage now to lead away with this half.
This could be the plot twist that we are waiting for. You know, getting slowly the rounds, and even when you trade 1 for 1, the cities are still here and catching on and really finding their ways into this matchup. You know, of course, there's the pressure of playing with already 1 match lost. So if they lose now, it's gonna be their way into the 3rd place matchup. But hopefully, the fans that are here, they want to see them win. So let's see what they're capable of. And the HEs are good, as well as the spams on mid. And the Eagles, we've seen here already a 1v5 clutch with the Eagle from the few matches before. If there comes something in the way of 0 to 100, with a turning point, and of course, even a mental break for Run or Die. But they're on a good foot, and really stepping in the direction of winning this round as well. 6-4 would be cool. And if my calculations are right, then Quem gets the skill. Do you feel like these guys had the time to study for the unis or high schools in that case?
I mean, yeah, you can. Like, I was competing while I did my final exams at school, and I was fine. You just gotta, you just gotta, be able to, you know, like when you work, you gotta work. You know, you can't sit there and procrastinate. And what you gotta do is you gotta substitute. You know, you gotta substitute something. So if you have, say, college or university or whatever people call it, like if you're doing that education and you're also competing, then like you got to substitute your social life. And it's the same with if you work full time and then you also have like competing in Counter-Strike, you have to substitute something social. Like you can't have, because how I've always seen is you can't have 3 things, you can only have 2. It's either Counter-Strike, work, or social life, and you have to pick 2. So it's like, that's, you know, a lot of players, you know, you are giving up one of the 2, and most players will have to be working or doing some sort of education. So they'll be giving up, like, you know, you'll go out and like have fun with friends, but you won't be having like a maybe as much of a social life as you may want. But I think it's definitely possible if you're willing to make sacrifices. It's 100% possible.
Cool. So the willing list of some players are or is going in the way of their hobbies, their dreams. And hopefully I'll be able to finish my thoughts before a couple of players already die. As cities are now starting to rumble and the T's are crumbling down. So at least positive news onto the CD side. As Quem again puts one down and so Havocs into 1v5. Not even a chance for this smoke. Good stuff from the Ukrainian squad and hopefully a bit more ratcheting onto the T's. I don't wish them bad, but at least make it a bit more spicy. And yeah, when you were saying that you need the time, I want to mention that I'm trying to cast while doing college, and sometimes I try to cast more than doing the college, and yeah, it doesn't pay off. So if you have a dream, then try to have a backdoor.
That's the problem I'm having now. Is I'm at first year university, and I'm trying to. I have loads of work to do, and but I'm just sat here casting, and that's been a bit of a reoccurring theme, especially this week. And I think tonight and tomorrow night, well, tonight and tomorrow before I go out, it's definitely going to be gonna sit down and try to get a lot of work done. Might be a bit ropey, but we'll see. Might not be getting too much sleep tonight, but we'll see. It's very hard to maybe sometimes mix things. I think I'm the same with you. As I've definitely been struggling with like the start of university again.
You know, just listen to Shia LaBeouf. Just do it, and yeah, that should help. You know, that's the choice and the key maybe, but yeah, it's not as easy as said as to be done.
But yeah, 0 to 100, not looking as prolific right now. Run or die, definitely stopping them in their place. And, you know, we're on to the force buy yet again with the Deagles no armor on some players. And 0 to 100, they're going to be gifting run or die practically in 8th round. And, you know, it is a CT-sided map. You know, we take that, that is an aspect we might be overlooking. But 0 to 100 definitely should be looking to at least to get 6 rounds, maybe even 7. And I think they'll be looking at having a very, very, very strong CT side, because that was the side we saw which was strong for them on Dust. Their CT side was just absolutely incredible.
The Eagles, though, they are still a bit rusty, as we see not many headshots, only the headshots from the AKs of the guys on the CT side, and basically 4 AKs with the CTs, and not a good combination, maybe for a laugh for CTs. And as we see Native fall down, he's already got 10k. The whole team is rich. There's many billionaires in the world. And I kind of get an idea in my head, and I just needed to express that. As there are some aspects of CS that are still unexplored. And I feel like it's not really with the individual skill. Like, not really an aim, not really a game sense, or maybe not game sense, but the movement, but it's maybe with the smokes, round boost, wall banks, and I'm kind of really excited when I see something new on Reddit or in some CS Pro play, and I'm like, I still get so many thousands of hours in the game, and you can still learn more.
Yeah,
I'm amused.
Especially some of like the more like the newer maps, like Ancient. We were commentating yesterday, and there was a good 2 times when me and Welder T just kind of went, "Wait, what?" And we like never seen it. We both just went, "What is this? Like, what is this 3-man boost overlooking cave?" And we were like, "We have never seen this before." And we were like, "That's awesome." But I hear what you're saying. The only problem I have is a map like Mirage. I feel like that's not necessarily the case, and we actually like. There isn't so much more to discover, and you know these fancy executes, we've probably all seen them at least once, in these boosts and these run boosts.
Sure.
We've probably seen them. That's the only problem I have with Mirage as a map.
I can feel you that like if you have to shout cast in and like, well, yeah, there is this boost that is used, and basically everyone knows it, and you have nothing new to say. But let's pretend that we still have a lot of stuff to talk about. As we are progressing in the round 13, and Molotovs are on point, and FaceCrack might have an enemy of his own against Psycho running out, but one bad spray, one bad movement, bad step could cost the life of Psycho. This time it's the North Macedonian team that is stepping into the new territory and exploring their boundaries as the bomb is heading towards A. And the main objective is, of course, to plan and defend it now. That's probably the main representative of CSGO, the bomb diffuser mode. But maybe Hostage is coming anytime soon. But we'll see what Valve adds up. a couple of kills are added up into the scoreboard, and yeah, Renadai again the same situation. They have to fall back, and they are losing this round in favor of CEE. I hope this isn't gonna repeat though.
Oh, face crack. He's been a bit underwhelming so far. I mean, he has got those 2 kills already there. But yeah, he's dropped off considerably. I mean, everyone on 0 to 100, I don't really see anyone performing. And I think if they are going to make a comeback into this game and claw something back, they're going to have the individual step up. You know, you can see on Run or Die, Kevin on 12, Native on 13, Jackie on 12. 10 stays literally going 8-2. That is the epitome of game time. But, you know, Run or Die, the individuals are stepping up, whereas in 0 to 100, they're maybe not. You know, we see Hevix being a little bit quiet as well, Face Crack being a little bit quiet. Yeah, Hevix on 3 kills. I see him as being a pretty star player on the 0 to 100 side, and he's not showing it right now. So hopefully in the later parts of these games, we can see them step up a little bit.
I might have got the idea. We've seen lots of CT side from 0 to 100, but not much T side, and they struggled to even close the game. So might be the answer, might be the curse, but the curse is already onto players of 0 to 100, as I mentioned them, and they started to lose the T side's numbers. That'll be now just enforced instead of the AKs. Many of them lost their rounds before, and yeah, CDSF would like to pick up a few of them, but, well, Hevix finds in the open with the wild Jackie. And the animals are trying to get their prey as the bomb is going to go down.
However, Psycho is in a very, very close position. He's already gone CT. He's not going to be able to get much out of this, and so far this is looking quite good from the T side. You know, you've got 2 coming from CT, 1 from Connector, and if they play their cards, you know, I like these post plants a lot from 0 to 100. The smoke coming out though from the CT is going to give them a lot. It's going to give them a little bit of a gateway into it. Depression is holding for the Connector cross. Hevix, that molly's going to be dangerous. Hevix doesn't get away with his life. Psycho picking up Necrogenesis. Depression alone in the palace position. Native, he misses a shot. Depression, you can't be missing that. As I said last game, he's got the Draken 30-degree window. Like, he's missing those really actually very super easy shots. But Native, again, having a very just impactful round. 3 kills to his name, and he's leading the scoreboard with 16 kills. Yeah, depression, that's really, really bad. That would give me depression if I missed those shots.
Yeah,
but Native, very good so far.
You know, I just feel like this is not really a CS, it's more like a sport with, like, who gets more kills? Maybe like a dart or a biathlon with guns. You know, I wasn't a sports guy. Do you do or watch any sports besides CS?
Yeah, I'm big into football and rugby. I used to play a lot of rugby, and I play a lot of football still. I play like twice a week, but I've been very busy though with casting. But however, like pitching that subject in the butt real quickly, 0 to 100, running on the bomb stack, Kevin last down on the fence, getting taken down by Hevix, and Native in a 1v3 situation, looking very undesirable, gets taken down by Face Crack. You know, we can see Hevix and Face Crack stepping up a little bit, and 0 to 100, 9-6 half, not worst case scenario.
Yeah, as German Coxon would say, could be worse. And
do you watch any sports, Sheepy?
I'm a bit of a fan of Formula 1. And
same, I love that.
You know, like, yeah, Verstappen fanboy, then Norris, Ricciardo, Perez. You know, like, sometimes I just feel like the biggest personalities are those that I want to follow because I can live with them. And sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're sad, sometimes they're angry. And that's something that makes sports and esports so much enjoyable. And to hear these Spurs talk, it will be even more awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big McLaren fan myself. You know, from the Great Britain, I do love Lando and Ricciardo. But hold on that thought for a second. Yet again, Run or Die, charging onto the A bomb site, hunting down Nino in window, taking him down. Jackie from mid. Hevix, gets a little bit support from Necrogenesis, put into a 4v4 situation. No kit on the board though. I'm not sure. Did Nino have a kit?
No, I think so.
So yeah, four armor coming in for this retake. Face Crack getting her first on the Sensei, swinging out into the open. Native getting one to Hevix. Face Crack getting gooshed down, but getting another kill on the Psycho. Face Crack doing very well so far. However, on 14 HP, not sure what he can do. Both the T players towards Connector, Native taking down Face Crack and Depression in a pretty unwinnable position. Knows where they both are, but does get the first. Don't see it. I see him getting the second, but not the round. 2 bullets left. Doesn't take down Jackie, gets the reload, and gets knifed. Jackie getting the knife out. 5.5 grand in his pocket. Wow, that is a good round from Run or Die.
Yeah, and even the cash bonus, you know, that's a whole trinity. Win the round, getting a knife, and of course, eliminating all of the enemies as we see. It was, you know, slower start as we've seen, and even creeping around the other players to retake it. But well, Jackie and Native, they just knew what is going to happen, and the slice at the end, cherry on top.
Yeah, that's just no. There's been a BM, but we don't see him taking out the AWP straight away. No, that would be awful. I would see the AWP maybe next round.
Then funds for that, and I'm afraid like some I've struggled with the money in the last missions of CS:GO Rip 10 Operation because there was a mission to kill 20 enemies with any sniper rifle. And, well, I've had to do it 3 times because I've died 2 times against the AKs. You know, like, those bots are so OP.
I remember last operation, me and my mate, you know, like, we're pretty decent players. We've both played at intermediate. He's 3k elo, I'm 2.6k elo. And we couldn't do the mission with the Mag 7. We must have failed, I want to say, like, 20 times. We just couldn't do it. They were incredible. It was on Vertigo with Mag 7s, and we were getting destroyed. It was very funny. We sat there and we were like, we're just, you know, we thought we were good at the game. Apparently not.
Nah, bots are overrated.
They're incredible.
Good stuff from Run or Die again. Running around the map, picking up the little points for activity. And the activity might be rewarded here. The timing for the Depression couldn't be worse. Already off to the graveyard, back to the spectator mode. You know, sometimes you got lots of info, and I hope they are calling the positions while dead, because it's gonna help a lot. And helping, that's gonna be Nino onto the side, onto the Deagle, already 2 in the pocket. Still plays with a fire, maybe even stopping the plant. But it might not be in his power to do that. But there comes Galil of Havocs. And it's crumbling down 1 by 1. Jackie again into the clutch.
Yeah, Jackie, this is a very winnable position. There is no kit down. Molly, though, this Molly, it's being played straight towards ramp. Hevix has forced him off, but 10-second defuse. I mean, yeah, there's smoke coming down, the flash coming out. Hevix has got off the bomb, I think. Yeah, the Molly went on the bomb, but he gets the kill. I think he has time, and he does, and Hevix, that's a very impactful round to get 3 kills in, gets the defuse. Nino and him coupling up to get the round. I was saying how Havoc had to step up. I was saying how Face Crack had to step up. And both of them have just done that throughout the past few rounds. And hopefully we see this to be a continuation. But because they got the bomb down, Run or Die surely will be buying back into this round. And this is still an important round. 0 to 100 need to win this. Very impactful round from 0 to Havoc. Getting the first kill and finishing off as well. Oh, great shots from Nino. Those are incredible.
I was kind of hoping that if Jackie dies, then Havoc runs to the Molly, because I was playing on a LAN, you know, just a small 4-team LAN, and, well, I was clutching 1v1, I was as well in the ramp area, playing around with the time, and I threw the Molly, the enemy threw the Molly on himself, and somehow I've died, and he did a 1G, but only the drop that's done by Havoc. This is now, no 1Gs so far, but... well, yeah, not lucky as me, the most luckiest sheep in the world. And yeah, maybe Run or Die stepping down a little and really enjoying rather slow around the Eagles. They want to just find the kills, but none to be found for them.
Yeah, this is very unfavorable from Run to Die. It's like you win that pistol, and you kind of have to. That second round is probably one of the most important rounds of the game. Like,
yeah,
you win or lose pistol, and you kind of have to win that second round, especially for a CT side. You're forcing up into that second round, and if 0 to 100 had lost that round, it would have been a different story. You know, the CT economy very fickle. You can be put into a very unfortunate situation, but this is not the case. They won the round, and they're looking like they could be tying the game up. Run or die. They have got the 2-round advantage right now, but that could be changing very quickly. 0 to 100, they should be getting this next round pretty easy. And yeah, I don't even, wait, will Run or Die even have a bye next round? They probably will, but it will be like a really scraggly bye with a Palace pop coming in. Flashes and smokes, nading out, depression, caught in the open, gets away with his life. It's only Glocks after all. But they will be getting the bomb down. Depression peeks out. The bomb does just go down, and that's actually very, very important for Run or Die. Got a little bit blocky there, a little bit ropey, but a bit unfortunate that the Depression was on the scout, because you can't really peek out and spam with that weapon, can you? But keeping 5 alive is equally as important. You know, 0 to 100, they're building a bank. Most players looking very healthy, but Run or Die, because they got that bomb down, maybe see an AWP out. I don't know. Sensei could be picking it up. He's having a very lackluster game, like he's had a very lackluster series. Yeah, he will pick up the AWP, but he will be looking at probably not getting any armor whatsoever. Depression peeks out, sees that he's planting the bomb, and misses, does he?
I think he attacked him in where.
But if you have no armor, a scout does one shot.
Oh, should have. You know, if you had Hell X, maybe that's. You know, the hitbox is sometimes random. You hit the neck and it's not the head, and the other way around. And of course, if you hit lower body, it probably hits for like 80 or 90, and so you have to finish it up anyways. But who knows? Really, the squadron is he kind of got used to do it a lot. Maybe if he would be in a balanced team of CS:GO, it would be even the more balanced game that it's now. But I feel like it is still one of the most balanced games in the FPS genre.
Oh, completely. I think it's like the problem I have with something like Valorant is that it's so wait, Nino, he's behind native. Is he gonna get the knife? Come on, do it, baby, do it. Oh, you're boring. Why? No, come on, Nino. Get the economy up. Get that knife kill. But yeah, I think Valorant is just so dependent on you. It's so dependent on like your abilities and not necessarily like your actual individual skill. You can get away and you get by using your abilities, and it makes it a little bit just easier as a game. But however, Run or Die, they're bearing down this B bomb site. You've got Jackie and Sensei in towards that, but Kevin and Psycho coming up does take down Hevix. You still have Nino at the back of the bomb site. I mean, Face Crack rather at Ben. Oh, they're stalking out. Jackie brought us 10 HP. Everyone's so low, but there's no kills going their way. Nino does bring one back, and that's the only player with HP taken down. If Nino wins this, it will be one for the ages. Flash going out, crossing over, but Sensei does not get affected by that flash. Run or Die take that 11th round, barely though, by the skin of their teeth.
What a story so far, so many twists, so many turns. And let's quickly summarize it for those that came a bit later. Run or Die, the Executive roster, as well as ex-Malian guy Native, they've had quite a rocky start in the groups. They've won against Squawky from Albania. They get defeated by Skate, that got already defeated in this tournament, and they defeated BEE from Hungary after that. Win against SCE from Estonia, and defeating Nemiga in a 2v1 session. So Run or Die, the first team, as well as 0 to 100 playing against Quiveria Curtly, Infinite Gaming 2-0 group stage, and then defeating All Stars Gaming as well as Entropic Prague. So it may be easy for 0 to 100, but now struggling and really closer than ever as there are 2 rounds. They are differentiating those 2 teams, but the peak could be more different and more differentiating for Quem. Good stuff. And they slowly creep into the site.
Depression is the first line of contact though. Oh, and he pulls out his knife. He gets caught in the Molotov. Very unlucky. Face Crack still towards Connector with 1 point of HP. And that nade finishes him off. And I don't see the CTs doing too much more this round. Necrogenesis will be saving the AWP. And same with Hevix with the A1S. But 0 to 100, very lackluster round from them. And Psycho, he is on the flank, and he could be challenging these saves. And these CT side, they really have to save here. Their money is really not looking good. And if they want to have maybe any contention in next round, they got to be saving this AWP at A1S. But Necrogenesis, he is going towards the B bomb site. He will hear Psycho dropping, but doesn't get the kill. Jumps up on the bin, finally takes him down. That's a silver lining, but they're going to know where he is, and they're going to be hunting him down. Hevix will be safe towards the CT area. They're not going to be going towards him. but that will be the round over. Run or Die getting their 12th, and Necrogenesis, right now he just got to survive. He's got Native running up short, and he does not want him to save that up whatsoever.
I now see the score on 12-9. I can't really imagine this will be any different. Because, you know, in Valorant, you have 13 is winning, and in League, you have basically the kills that are sometimes winning, or the towers, or in the other games, it's like 6 or 7 points. Maybe it's in the rainbow. And I just feel like this is so well done that if someone is behind, you can always come back, and you don't have to feel any pressure as you have some individual skill and team play inside.
Yeah, I mean, CS is just, there's a reason why we both have sunk thousands of hours into this, because it is just such an addictive game. And like, I mean, we're all here for a reason. We're all here for the love of the game. You know, the major's going on right now, and that's still popular as ever, with the most prize pool it's ever had, of 1 million going towards the winners. But right now, we're here, and we are watching some very class Counter-Strike. Depression, not doing too well. I can't lie. He's having a pretty awful series, may I add. Like, he's double negative right now. He's had no impact whatsoever. Had a pretty awful game last map, and
Just
Kevin,
the one flick.
yeah, that one flick was actually pretty incredible. I'll give him that. But that was pretty early on. It was equally against an eco, I'm pretty sure. Face Crack in a very precarious position here. Jumping out window, does get away with his life, but Sensei picking off Havocs towards the B bomb site. They have opened that up now. Nino and Face Crack will be saving, probably, unless, I mean, Face Crack's in a weird position here because the bomb is on Psycho. Face Crack could be dropping the bomb here, and he probably will be. Oh my god, he does drop the bomb. 5 is how they drops the Molotov. That's going to be stopping Sensei in his tracks. Face Crack, Kevin is probably going to be walking into his crosshair. However, Nino does get fallen. Face Crack, not too much more he can do. Kevin takes him down, but very close there to being something very impressive.
Alright, this might be the stage of winning the enemies or opponents' map back. I can expect that. Well, you know, pluggy maps, you can easily turn it around, and so we are seeing already 13-9, 3 points to win for Run or Die. Of course, the map that was before, it was 16-6 for 0to100, so harder landing for them. And maybe the handling on the situation is really the brightest, as we see another eco, but they can't afford to lose much here. As playing for the overtime, never the dream of any CS player, only if you are maybe Virtus Pro or maybe Fnatic.
Yeah, overtimes are never good fun. I just really don't like it. They're all right. Like, it makes the games close, but you know, 0to100, they're really gonna have to start picking up. Run or Die, looking to get the 14th in this game, and I think we could. I was saying that 0to100 will be taking this map to this game 2-0, but maybe it's looking a little bit. I don't think this might be the case anymore, as Run or Die, they're looking very decisive. Face Crack does pick up a kill towards CT, but at what cost? Don't think it's going to really equate to much just yet. The AWP is holding him. Nade lands on his face, 17 HP. I don't know if they've... I don't think they know he's crossed yet. So they do now. Sensei, a little bit of a pot shot towards him, but Depression with a USB in hand. Face Crack does pick up the AK. Oh, he does walk out CT. Oh, wait, surely not. 19 HP. And Psycho, naughty. You can't be doing that. Oh wait, was that not Psycho on the? Oh, that was Jackie on the stairs. I thought Jackie had just flicked around and got him full midair with the headshot, but alas, no. That was very exciting for a second, but Depression takes down, and yeah, 14 rounds for Run or Die, and this is looking a bit ropey for 0to100. You know, it was just an eco. There isn't really much to write home about that, but the gun round will be coming in. You see an AWP coming out on Depression, and this is where I really want to see. Can Depression live up to the plate, and can he start getting some kills with this AWP? Because he had some good opening picks on T side. You know, there was a rounds where he got the picks towards ramp, and he opened up the round for 0to100. But I don't know. The fast play as well coming in from the T side. They already have a lot of mid control, and Depression with the AWP towards the A bomb site. He's going to be smoked out completely from mid, and there's just good map control right now from Run or Die. They haven't expressed much utility, and they've just, this is good from them so far.
For some reason, I feel like his op isn't really viable in this situation. Like he's playing basically all the time, the same position, not really helping towards mid, only if he stands around a triple, but you know, like you are still not seeing basically short and top mid. That will be a bit more crucial points for the CTs. If you adjust, I mean, Paradise gonna start to go for picks or straight up executes because the default of theirs isn't bad, as you mentioned. Yet 0to100, they might be getting a little itchy and try to move along the floor of the map. Going into window, boost is inevitable, and Jakey, he hadn't hit luck on his side. And was here last time. Let's see what he can do here. As A is occupied.
Depression does pick up that first pick, but Psycho quickly trades back. And the T's are just raring down onto the A bomb site. Molotov coming off. And I don't think they quite know that Nino's here. This could be a very advantageous position. Oh, they get mollied out. Never mind. They've read this perfectly. Depression peeks out, gets one, but quickly traded out by the orb. Nino showing his face. 10 seconds left, though. Time is running down. Nino gets one. And surviving here is just imperative. Necrogenesis peeks out from CT. Takes down Psycho. Sensei, time has run out. And if they take him out now, no one's peeking into him. Necrogenesis takes him out. Sensei does not carry the AWP over, has no loss bonus. That is incredible from 0to100. This is the round where, yeah, this is what happens now. They need to get rounds like this to continue. Run or die, taking the tactical pause. They just run out of time. They still have money to buy up for at least probably 2 more rounds. But Depression, I did say he had to step up. He gets 2 kills here. You know, really good that he could get that kill there before Sensei takes him down. Very important. And as well, Nino towards ramp just held down the fortress, didn't give up his life. That was really important there.
Good stuff and really precise gameplay from the CTs. They knew that they just had to defend. They didn't have to peek, but it was the failure of the plan set. First round for run or die. And I already seen from the third pulse. And I'm glad that you at least have a couple of choices and options to pause the game. Do you feel like 30 seconds is enough to have a pause, or would you have a longer pause if you can't?
The thing is that like I feel like 30 seconds isn't enough, but if you gave longer than 30 seconds, that's when it becomes dangerous. Like in some of these Faceit tournaments, you have pauses. There's like 2 minutes, like in some of the qualifiers.
Yeah,
that's way too much. That is actually that is like it comes to a point where it shouldn't, like it should help you, but not too much. I think 30 seconds. I think 30 seconds is good because you don't even see many teams utilize all of them. To be honest, like you rarely see a team use all 4 in a game. I think it's so important that teams forget to use them and like just taking it to not even like talk about something tactical, just to go, right, everyone relax. And I'd probably use some more aggressive words there, you know, everyone calm down.
Yeah.
And like just breathe. Like that type of thing is really good for like using tactical pauses, and especially like with my coaches in the past, they'll just take attack and just be like, breathe, stop, everyone just wait. But looking at this now, this tactical pause definitely becoming a little bit of a use. 0to100 they did lose early man advantage to but what a great nade. I was going to say that Native did kill Depression in the palace area, but Face Crack proving once again his dominance with the kill towards Kevin Connector, nade on towards Native's head, and that Molotov clinical pushing Nino out. Face Crack finally getting taken down by Necrogenesis, cleaning up and putting it into a 2v2 situation, dropping the bomb towards Tetris. Hevix in close rotation now. Jackie is expecting this though. But he's running away now. Hevix is making noise. They know he's there. He sees the cross, sees the bomb crossing, does take down Jackie, and Sensei planting the bomb in the smoke. The AWP is not what you want here. Spam down, gone to the right of triple, and Necrogenesis takes him down, picks up the AWP, and wins the round for his side. 0to100, picking up their 11th, run or die, getting bombed down, so they probably will be looking to get a buy into this next round, but the money's looking very tentative, and honestly, not too great. They will be picking up the second AWP, so 0to100 will be going to this next round with a double AWP setup, which is very, very impactful. Their money starting to bolster a little bit, but yeah, really good from Native here, getting the first pick. Gets legged, and like that leg is so important because FaceCrack was able to get that nade kill. Yeah, really good as well from FaceCrack in general. He's coming back into his own a little bit, and he's someone. Him and Hedvix are two players that we really want to see, you know, like bolstering their stats a little bit and flexing their muscles coming to this late game, because they can still take this game. If they win 5 in a row, which is very, very, very possible, they will be taking this series right under from Run or Die's nose.
Good to see the initiative, and it's cool that there are even a place that may not notice, like the 1 frag, maybe 2 frags in a round. You know, some people just say, okay, that's like, okay, you could do that, even I could do that, but suddenly it's gonna change the game, and even those pulse plans, leaving it to the last second, it's been crucial, and of course needed to be pinpointed. Yeah, Jackie now with the window luck on his side. 5 AKs into the 26th round. Of course, both teams need to win this map. And if 0to100 win it already here, then they advance into the grand finals. Or we are going on to the third map if Run or Die find their senses and stimulate themselves for the map when. Of course, we are waiting on Inferno. Was played by both teams quite a lot, so be surprised it wasn't a close game. So, look at rotation.
Wait, what?
Where are 0to100 going?
What is? Sorry? This is pardon? Why? What is this prompt? Why is this being prompted? Why have they put 4 players towards the B bomb site when Run or Die just shit? Right. This is not something I would necessarily expect. Like, you have the advantage, you have the ability to retake, you have Hedvix, you have Necrogenesis, who have kits, and yeah, 0to100. Wait, what?
Wait,
what? And they're just gonna format. Yeah, I mean, they obviously they save this. There's no way they go for this. They
Yeah,
have
but-
no in. But it's like, I don't understand why they don't keep anyone towards the A bomb site at least. That is flabbergasted me. I've never seen anything like that. 0to100 just deciding that they want to gamble. I mean, the gamble stack would have been genius if it worked, and I think we'd be sitting here still scratching our heads thinking, how have they done this? How have they, you know, gotten a read this impressive? But 0to100, they will have a bye coming in next round, but they'll be fighting for overtime now. They're looking to get 4 rounds in a row, fighting for overtime and pushing it so they can finish it on this map and not go to Inferno.
That's the main point, you know, not giving overtime to the team that is playing on their map pick. And as we see already 16-7 from 0to100, it was on the mapping of their opponent. So cool, we want that, but you know, you want to win as well your pick. You've picked it, you've got some practice here. And so they leave it up to the overtime. I was really trying to itch myself, you know, like, is this a dream? No, it was a safe and really maybe unconscious decision. Maybe it was just for the safety and they didn't see the scoreline or something, but well, it might cost them the game, and eventually the reverse sweep is still a possibility. Though the boost on Quam, yeah, little damage, you know. This spot is cash. And they just keep on going towards the intel from the T side. Though again, it's really weakly defended. Even if they try to do the same, they'll probably succeed. And even FaceCrack is, or Nino is, you know, worried, like, what if it's B now?
Yeah, I mean, this is just the classic start to the round that Run or Die. You know, that they're running a very good default and they are getting map control. But however, here the boost coming in, and it's kind of, you know, 0to100. They're kind of getting alerted that there isn't anyone towards mid, and there'll probably be a site hit coming in now. And they are going towards the B bomb site, it appears, and they do have 3 players here. 2 on short though, and if they get smoked out, that could be a little bit dangerous. Smoke's coming in on mid, and I think that top con smoke is a little bit dangerous. It kind of alerts the CTs to maybe that this is a B hit where you really only have Hedvix on site. Utility coming in now, and the short players are quickly coming over to rotate. Hedvix gets one, doesn't stay alive though. That was very important. He kind of had to stay alive there. Necrogenesis and FaceCrack fighting for their lives. Smoke coming down. Necrogenesis does manage to get killed. That's huge. FaceCrack getting one as well. Boosted up on the boxes. Drops down, gets one, drops the bomb. Native running up mid, and FaceCrack gets 3 in the round. That is very, very, very impressive. Wow.
Again.
FaceCrack having a really good series. he's still, you know, he had a very slow start, but he's building his way back up. And if they are going to win this map and bring it to overtime, FaceCrack for sure needs to step up. That's exactly what he's doing. Gets his first kill on Sensei, drops off, does kill Native, who was on 10 HP, but a still important kill, and finishes the round by killing off the mid lurk. And that's the last tactical pause as well coming in for Run or Die.
I guess that was the overthinking of the strategy, because they basically knew what is their weakness, or wait, they didn't really show themselves anymore. You know, like their B bomb side was like maybe twice in the whole match, or the whole side of this. But they wanted to abuse that and try to abuse the system that. But of course, double boost from short. They did it with the top smoke and even a smoke window. So yeah, basically that's something that tells you, all right, if they smoke this and this, it's gonna be this side. So normal IGL stuff, and the teams probably noticed, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's good read from 0 to 100 as well. They had 3 tools to be bomb site, but Run or Die picking up the pace a little bit on this mid aggression. I think Kevin's going straight up towards shore. Is he gonna? They only really have Hevix on the B bomb site, but I like this. They've got him straight into ladder, and this is great. Yeah, they get him into ladder or connector. This is what you do on a good mid default. You get someone in a position like this, leave them to lurk, and then go somewhere else on the other side of the map. But 0 to 100, they kind of expect someone to be there. You can see that FaceCrack has pushed up towards mid. This is very, this could become dangerous. They just need the A site to hold off for a little bit. A Molotov coming in from depression, a little bit too early though. If he'd saved that just a second longer, however, Jackie is holding for FaceCrack. Oh my god, he turns away at the last minute and FaceCrack cracks him and run away. That has put Run or Die into absolute shambles. Kevin is still in that ladder position. But I think they know that as well, though. Yeah, FaceCrack, he's literally looking, he's waiting for Kevin to peek out into him. And, FaceCrack, if he gets his kill, that's round over. Kevin's looked away for a split second. FaceCrack gets him. Oh my god, what a round from him. He is proving himself time in and time out to be an incredible player. Nino getting a pick into Palace, and Sensei and Psycho left just alone with a Molly, Smoke, and Flash. This round was going so well, and it's gone so badly so quickly. Pretty much solely down to FaceCrack.
You know, they say, if not early, then at least, or if late, then at least. But this feels so off the universe of Run or Die. They have had so many aggressive playstyles, but they just keep on waiting, and they didn't catch the train towards the winning round. So they're gonna be punished. You know, 10 seconds, and Havix is on the run, and he wants to catch those two. Trying to save it, and maybe even attempting a bit more. You know, one man down, and Sensei won't be standing a chance. Two guys without no money, and the rest of them has almost only 2k. You know, sad to see that, but it's maybe too much of a thinking from the side of Ukrainians.
Yeah, I mean, that is huge from 0 to 100 to take down both Sensei and Psycho, because that, no, like, yeah, you're firstly disallowing 2 AKs to come into the next round, but you're also killing them literally as the time went out. Psycho, I think, died as the time finished, pretty much, and they're on they're not going to be able to buy next round, and Run or Die. This is looking very ropey for them. 0 to 100, looking like they're going to force it into overtime. And this is dangerous as well, because the players are starting to step up. FaceCrack starting to put some numbers on the board. Necrogenesis is starting to prove themselves a little bit, but we're still looking for depression to get some kills. And this might be his time. He's got 4 Glocks, 5 Glocks even, coming in towards Connector. And this is time for Necrogenesis, FaceCrack, and Depression to maybe pad their stats a little bit.
Right. Time to clean, time to shoot, and it's really a beautiful sight to see that, you know, just those eco frags, not even a dent into the defense of the CTs. And well, yeah, maybe that save made this, you know, like a decision and the difference right now. And we were confused.
Just look at their money. Psycho and what was it? Psycho and the other Don just has no money, and FaceCrack is absolutely farming. Like, this man's confident. This is not what you want to see. But yeah, look at Sensei, look at Psycho. They're on Deagles. They're on that. They've barely got any utility. They've lit the whole of Run or Die. They've got 3 smokes and only a handful of flashes. This is really not looking good for them whatsoever. Grouped up towards Palace, that is just a recipe for disaster. You've got running straight into FaceCrack practically. And the rotation as well, already coming from Necrogenesis. Oh, that volley is going to come in. Oh, Depression's been taken out early. Face crack does get one, drops the molly, but also gets taken down. Kevin towards the underpass does get taken out by Hevix. That's incredibly imperative that Hevix stayed alive there. If 0 to 100 won again to overtime, Psycho, however, he's stepping up a little bit with the Deagle. He's the only player with HP, but with the Deagle, I'm not seeing what he can do much here. Oh, Molly's going to be coming straight into Native's feet. Native being taken down by Utility. Incredible from 0 to 100. Sensei and Psycho left with the Deagles. Oh, it looks like we might be going to overtime. Molly coming towards ramp. Psycho in sandwich. Sensei in towards the palace area. And 0 to 100, they're just waiting. Sensei has the bomb, but ooh, they're actually double guessing themselves a little bit. 0 to 100 going back towards the B bomb site. Necrogenesis in CT. That no one's looking at the A bomb site whatsoever now. And run or die. They're shifting forward. Psycho's at triple. Sensei still has to get out of apps. That's the problem. That's what's going to be hard. He has the bomb. However, Necrogenesis could be caught out of guard here a little bit. Psycho's very, very close to him. Oh, they spot each other out. Necrogenesis flashes and gets away. Yeah, they do pick up guns either way, though. Psycho drops the AWP towards Sensei. Psycho picking up the AK. Bomb going down. Oh, Nino has spotted out Psycho, but Sensei, if he peeks out into his crosshairs, could be a little bit dangerous. Psycho being taken down. Sensei in a 1v3 situation with the AWP. 2 flashes, 50 HP, and 2 players wearing down from him from CT with the rifles. Sensei is going to have to go huge, and he doesn't. Necrogenesis takes him down to give 0 to 100 15 and put them into overtime. What an incredible comeback we've seen from 0 to 100. And I don't know how it's happened. Run or die. They were looking so good, and then all of a sudden, they just won. Face Crack stepped up to the board. Necrogenesis stepped up to the board. Everyone steps up. And 0 to 100 looking very dangerous coming into this overtime.
Alright, you kind of tried to describe between the matches that there should be a 2-0 scoreline. And I might even see it, because this reminds me of last week's CS:GO E-League, where Entropic Prague played against Asuba. It was 15-11 for Entropic Prague. It choked it and lost 19-16. So this might be, again, the same play, same mirror for the guys, and what a play again. Face Crack by himself puts down already one member of the team, though now falls victim to the Sensei's AWP, and finally the AWP is in play. We've been waiting the whole game for his place. I was really quiet from him. Instead, Quem, Native, and Jakey were a bit more active and then tried to do their part. But that is going to be only up to 0 to 100 to stabilize themselves and maybe finish it here. There is difference of more than 5k on the table. As of course, all the semifinal teams are getting money. The only question is how much and who's gonna get them. Depression again in the same position. It's gonna be as he stood there with a scout. He's gonna now stand there with the AWP. Hands sweaty and 3 guys running out. This is gonna be all brutal death for him. Native already exchanged the life of his. And in the graveyard comes one more, but the plan might be denied. That was a great stuff for Nino. Replanting from the round die now. Gravy 3 still plausible for both teams. And let's see what they can offer for us. Who's gonna come out on top? All against the AWP and 2 rifles there. Nino though misses this one, but the smoke is gonna land there. So stay right at your seats. There's gonna be a ride to the top, and the guns are drawn, but the misses were so pretty for the players. Nino still stands down, but maybe won't be enough. Flashes to get away, but only the consolidation prize for him beyond the kills there that he found. And he might as well need to deliver it to the run or die. Explosive playstyle.
1 HP. He survives with 1 HP there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not quite sure how 0 to 100 lost that. You know, they had the opening pick and Face Crack got a little bit over. You know, he just got a little bit excited there towards mid and gave a little bit of a jiggle towards Sensei. But yeah, a bit of a misplay there. And good round for Run or Die to pick up. You know, stop the momentum of 0 to 100. Because the problem is that 0 to 100 have the momentum coming into this overtime. So for Run or Die to win this first round is very important. And it also just puts the economy onto a bit of a back foot. I think we're only on MR 10k here. So, you know, if 0 to 100 loses next round, they will literally be on pistols for the last round of overtime.
Just hope it will be more tense. Though Face Crack off to the sidelines he goes. Then the pass taken by Ranadai. Ranido really need a kill on top mid. I think will be falling into at least a little limbo. And although almost a double, waits for one at least, so safe situation for him. Now those two orbs in play. One already down. The person not really lucky in the CD position. Maybe cursed for him. Needs to switch it up a little. As we've seen him there lots of times. And I feel like that's not really the spot where the op should be doing and playing his role. Yeah, maybe, you know, window, rotate to B. Yeah, maybe he's was waiting if the Ranadai squad would go to B. But that is rarer than a snow in today's age.
Yeah, because I was just gonna say, like, Depression, he hasn't been very active with that AWP. Like, he has been really, as you pointed out, CT. I want to say every round. Like, he's just sat there consistently. And Nino on for an ace, actually. He's saving the AWP. This is gonna be very important because 0 to 100 aren't gonna have much money in this next round. You know, Depression will be able to buy up, but he's really the only one. And he's been very lackluster. He hasn't been very active with that AWP. He hasn't been very proactive. He's been sitting towards that CT position, and it hasn't been granting him much success whatsoever.
So much waiting though, as you can see from the both sides. They really want to play it safe, but they are in the overtime. There are no exceptions allowed, so you're gonna see really, you know, broken by from the CD side, and at least a boost for Depression. Finally, a move from him. And might be the open. Good stuff. At least he's now proactive. He realized it. Maybe he listened to us. Maybe he found his inner soul. And so the open goes towards the CD side. At least a little reward for them, a little gift. So Necrogenesis with the Deagle. And Ramboost, I won't surprise anyone at mid, but good attempt there. Practice makes perfect. And it's Sensei. Really, I don't know. I know that he's gonna say that, but he really needs to step up when I mention him.
Oh yeah, he's really done nothing this game. I haven't really recognized him as having any impact whatsoever on any of these two games. But really nice shot there from Depression. I really like that. That was an incredible piece of just pure mechanical skill. But Run or Die, they will be going towards the B bomb site, and they will be tested here. Necrogenesis on 21 HP with the Deagle has got nade in hand, and that nade is going to do a little bit of damage, not enough though. Hevix with the nade as well. I think he's pulling that out. Or that's going to land straight on them. And Jackie, again, really, actually, not that nade doing too much damage, but this could get a little bit dangerous at the B-bomb side. The execute's coming in now. The rotates should be coming in fast, but Eagle, yeah, 22 HP, not going to be able to do much. Hevix being spotted out with the FAMAS. Does get one. Does he get two? No. Native drops him and puts it into a 3v3 situation. Rotates are here. Depression is very close to the AWP. Shifting behind the smoke, but Face Crack just dropped to 9 HP from Sensei Zorp, and that is imperative in itself. Oh, the smoke's fading. Depression gets Native through a smoke, and if there's ever a round to step up, this would be it from Depression. He has no armor, but he's really wanting to get this round. Swinging onto site, Face Crack does spot out Sensei, drops into 2283 HP, and Depression takes him down in 1v1, misses the shot, recocks it. Oh, no kit though, dropped down on Nino's body, 3 kills, not looking for the 4th, as Psycho dropped him down and gets 2, and gives Run or Die their 18th round, and puts them one win away from the 3rd map. But we've seen them in this position before. We've seen 0 to 100, 4 rounds down, and still bringing it to overtime. So maybe we'll see it again. Depression had a good round, very unlucky from him, gets 3 to his name, and yeah, it was the B defense, just really wasn't good enough. Hevix only getting, Hevix and Necrogenesis only really getting once their name, and that is, yeah, that's not something you want to be seeing, but we are seeing a second overtime come in. Run or Die, they need one more round. 0 to 100, they're looking to get 3 on the trot, and it'd be very, very impressive if they do.
Look, there's a simple situation. If no one from Run or Die survives for next 2 rounds, there's gonna be no money on them. That is important to know. And of course, we know that CTs, they're gonna struggle with the utility afterwards, so even the round's gonna get harder and harder for them. And I wish there could be like 16k overtime, but On the other hand, you want some easier and maybe faster games, even for the broadcast, even for the people that are watching. And so 10K is, viable, but I would maybe go for 13K at least to make a compromise.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you. I think having 13K, I guess that would work. Yeah, but I think 16K, I think that it makes sense to me in overtime to have that. It's like you shouldn't be playing for your guns. Like overtime is a
Yeah.
time where it's like you should just have the best guns and the best advantage and like your best ability to close it out. Not, especially we saw from 0 to 100 there, be forced onto a deagle for mass and not much utility like that. I don't think that's very good. But right again, 0 to 100. Ooh, run boosting onto the boxes, flash coming out, and a little bit of a short. Native is seeing if he can get anything, but nothing yet. Smoke coming in towards window and just a very basic default coming from 0 to 100. They've got good mid control. Smoke coming down towards bottom column, but it's just good reaction from T side. They're not allowing the CT really anything. Molly just denying Kevin any real aggression or info.
Run of die already played overtime against Nviga. It was 22 to 18. This might have to again be the same. Feels like Native might be already really pissed off, and he tries to finish it off now. There's not much time left, 50 seconds, and explosion onto the short won't be into anyone else than Native. Those still guys getting around, and the open play 3v3 and a side under the attack.
Yeah, still very winnable round from both sides. Run or die will definitely be looking to close out the map here and just bring it to the third map. But Necrogenesis in a very dangerous position. I don't think Jackie's going to realize. Incredible flash, but they don't really clear him. Finally, Necrogenesis does turn around, get the kill, and Native and Sensei in a 2v3 retake. No kit on Sensei, so Native will be the reliance on this game or on this round. And they do get the kill there on depression. I think that's the bomb dropped as well. Sensei as well taking down Hevix. What is happening? Necrogenesis in a 1v2 situation. He doesn't know what's happened. He gets the first, does find out second, but 8 seconds. He needs to get the bomb. 6, 5. I think he's got the bomb down in time. Native repositioning. 31 kills though. Oh, he spots him out. Necrogenesis. Both players having a pretty decent game, but Native feeling himself. Speak down to him, but Native takes him down. 4 kills to his name, ending the map on 32 kills and brings us into overtime. We're going to be going over into Inferno. I said that I did not think we'd be seeing that, but Run or Die prove me wrong and take Mirage in overtime nonetheless.
Mapping of the opponent. I don't know.
Classic. It's the El Clasico. Lose your map pick decisively as well. They lost 16-3, 16-4, and then win your opponent's map pick in overtime. You can't write these things. It's just the El Clasico of just tier 4 Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and just go for the reverse sweep in the same idea or same time, because this really feels like maybe the chances of Run or Die getting slightly a bit more higher and higher every round that I see them win. So hopefully we'll see maybe another overtime just for fun and for the cause on the third map. It's gonna be Inferno, but we'll take a small break, even for you. Take something good to drink, because this drama is just beginning.
Make sure you hydrate. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and wow, these these playoff games are really going to the length. I think every single one I've watched has gone to all three maps, and today especially, we are seeing the exact same thing happen. And for this game in particular, we are going to the third map. We are going to Inferno. Run or Die brought it back. Well, I mean, they brought it back in the second game, but then also through a little bit and we went into overtime, but they managed in overtime to step up and completely flawlessly take it, which was very weird to see. You know, we saw we did see 0 to 100 pretty much flawlessly win 5-6 rounds to get to overtime. But then as soon as we got there, Run or Die seemed like a new team, and I was very impressed with them.
I must say, it's quite cool to see that they can put up a fight even in the old time. As I mentioned, they've played against an Amiga and they've managed to get 22 to 18, so double OT for them. But of course, they are still fighting for their advancement into either the grand finals, where they are still playing for 10 and 5K, or the one team that loses, they have to go towards the third place decider or consolidation final again. It's gonna be all tomorrow, so don't miss any action, as well as you shouldn't miss any giveaways that are slowly coming up, as we have Intel and Canyon Gaming luckily, and we are glad that they can partner with us and provide you these cool giveaways, much stuff as well as skins or the gear for you. And then the second one from the Canyon Gaming, and after that, with exclamation mark Enzo, you can still win one more giveaway. And if you are feeling lucky, you can even guess the MVP. Well, it's still a small plus for you because you've been so passionate about the project and passionate about the matches. But the one player that is going to be MVP wins the notebook from Dell. So cool for maybe trying to watch demos while you are trying to practice, and maybe getting the aim practice in school. Because, yeah, I might be a uni dropout soon, but don't take advice from me. Stay in school and try to play as much CS as you can, because it's a hobby. It's something that many people like, as well as the players that are in here fighting for 20K and dollars.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very intrigued to see where this map goes now, though. Inferno, I personally predicted that we wouldn't actually be seeing this third map. I thought that Run or Die would actually be the ones that would, well, no, not Run or Die. I thought 0 to 100 would be taking this 2-0, and I'm surprised we even got this far. And my voice might be sounding a little bit raspy. I've had a couple, you know, one too many best of 3 over the past couple days, but I'm very excited to see how this goes. And what I'm more excited to see, can Run or Die deliver? And if they take this, it'll be a bit of a reverse sweep in a very weird fashion. You know, it's how 0 to 100 absolutely dumpstered Run or Die on their map pick, and then Run or Die came back and won in overtime against 0 to 100 on 0 to 100's map pick. So we're getting into the ninth round now, and let's just see what happens, really.
Look, I imagine that I will see tonight like Overpass, Vertigo, and Ancient. But well, not. We are again playing Faceit Pucks, and it's Dust 2, Mirage, and now Inferno as the third decided maps. And it feels like 0 to 100 probably gonna choose City side, as many teams prefer to start on, as sometimes it's the harder side for the mixes. But of course, both teams already play together for quite some time, and we'll see who's gonna progress. And yeah, is it City side that they're gonna choose? Of course, one diffuse kit. You know, that's a fairly normal stuff now, because you know, if you don't buy a kit for first round, it somehow gets into 1v1, it's gonna hurt you a lot in the next couple of rounds. And there's that saying, if you win 2 pistols, you basically won the game.
I mean, very interesting utility choice. We see double nades coming out as well. I'm intrigued to see where these go, actually. Native and Jackie. You know, the smoke and flash, that's not anything too peculiar, but having the nades as well. But oh my god, 0 to 100 running straight down towards middle. Sensei completely caught with his pants down. Hexen in depression, doubling up to get 2 kills. And Face Crack, however, is getting shot in the side of the head, and it just makes it a little bit more tentative. 0 to 100 getting straight out of middle and going straight towards the B-bomb side. Psycho is lurking his way up towards top car. And let's see what happens with this T side. They're going towards the B-bomb site. The utility's coming out. Smoke, it'll be a full execute. Flash will be coming in as well. Necrogenesis, not really sure what he can do, but Depression peeks out and gets one. Wow, that was very clinical from him. And yeah, the T's running onto the B-bomb site. Bomb on the back of Jackie, and they should be going down. It's just the problem is both these players, neither of them have armor. As a tag coming in through smoke deals a lot of damage, but a dink coming in through the wall, I think. Native getting one back, however, Hexen trading straight back, and yeah, just like that, Jackie, very, very, very nice shot on Depression, but Necrogenesis stops them right in their place. The kit coming out, and it's good to see as well, Depression, he's getting some very nice kills, and that's maybe a little bit of a good thing. He had he's had an extremely quiet series, actually, one with like what I think everyone can agree. So hopefully we'll see him step up. He is supposed to be one of the better players. You know, he's been in the FPL circuit for quite a while now. But yeah, really good here. Just gets the early pick on Psycho, and Helix and Necrogenesis clean up and gives 0-100 their first round.
Good stuff. And if even when I don't win this map, there's still an option because I read it on Reddit that Coblox is interested in CIS players. So anyone from this region, maybe even from the Balkan region where Macedonia is, someone can be picked up easily here. So the talent scouting is going on as well as set up towards the A hit, and it's gonna be run or die running in, though someone is stacked up heavily and position is pretty needed just in case. A look at the pressure, he's hiding in the smoke, he's hiding the pain from run or die, but the Tech Knights, they're gonna be really submissive here, and he just knows the angles, but there's gonna be a clash and smash between those two teams, and it's gonna be 1v2 for Nano. Whoa, what a mess.
Very unlucky there. I mean, it was just a bit of a frenzy, people running through smokes, but Nino didn't get Sensei through the smoke, and run or die, evening up the scoreline, and that's very unfortunate for the CD side. You're forced onto 1.5k now. You don't have the availability to get a bomb down like the T side, and you're gonna have to buy back into this, but you're buying back with CZ flashes. You've got Deagles, you've got 5.7s. There's not really much you can be able to do against 3 AKs, A1S, and a Mac 10. Run or die, good start from them. I think, as we said last time, the pistol round's one thing, but converting that second round is even more important. And especially for the CT side, your money is very, very, very precarious. And a very messy round coming from 0-100. That CT defense on A was interesting to say the least, and they definitely probably should have been picking up that round.
We might still see some bloodbath yet. Couple of the guns on Banana, they are still aggressive, even though they are AKs and M4 in the arsenal of Run or Die. They have a better buy and they just got guns that they picked up on the ground. Strange occasion, but we'll see what I can now play with it. Against them, couple of MP9s and the Eagles. So stack up a Banana, hiding around his Necrogenesis, though maybe unchecked and unspoken rule to shoot when you can. And that's what Run or Die just did. Exploring and exploiting the B-bomb side's weakness. As two guys are alive, and you've said they need to somehow manage to pull through the first round or the second round, the falls by. CD's struggling, but Havix might be trying to at least make some damage.
Yeah, they're not really going for the win here this round. Hevic's just seeing if he can drop a rifle or two. I think that'll be very important. If he gets just some economical damage, that is all they're really asking for. Facecracker is evidently going to be saving that AK, He definitely wants to bring that in his next round, but Hevix, he's lost the timing a little bit. I don't see him getting anything here. Sensei edging out a little bit, and yeah, Sensei absolutely domes him there. Facecrack will be saving that AK, and I mean, it'll be important to have in the next round, but I'm not sure how much you'll actually be able to do with that. That's the problem.
Maybe they just have to kick it and go with the USPs. Just score a goal with just lots of overtaking and battling with those small guns. Yeah, just the pistols. Some people say that ain't that big of a difference, that big of a problem. But issue is, if someone gets 2 kills with the Deagle, that's 2 guns for your teammates.
Yeah, I mean, 0 to 100, they've got the USPs here. There's not really much they're able to do. It's just peeking in towards mid. Hevix this is looking very unfortunate for the CTs right now. They will have a bye next round, but even then it's going to be a little bit janky. Depression on 1.5k, you know, he's going to be looking at getting maybe a FAMAS in util or an A1S and no util, but low brackets take. USP's being spotted out. Hevix being brought down with 32 HP. The AK has come in though. Facecrack does get one, but quickly traded out by Sensei. And that is the only threat neutralized. The pressure on the balcony gets one with the Deagle. Ooh, does he get a second here? If he does, that'd be very, very impressive. But Necrogenesis being taken down the opposite side of the map behind Jackie. And, you know, this is always going to be a done round. And they need to keep 3 alive here to keep it. You don't want it to be too costly of a round as well.
Ooh, almost a nasty cut there. For the T-side. It approached the third point. Oh, it was the start even on Mirage where they picked up the first few rounds, and so 0 to 100. You know, like I don't want to blame their CT side. They've had great in the latter stages of Mirage, but at the start they still kind of had to adjust. And even though they did some dance here and there, it was still not enough for a couple of those plays. And alright, I might underestimate them. But they still get a couple of M4s and no op. That could be crucial.
Yeah, and their economy has been pretty bad, especially this early stage of the game. Necrogenesis getting very up and close and personal. Flash coming to his face, not able to drop Psycho. The Flash of the season is of their own coming through, but somehow Psycho still survives. Nino dropping a smoke though. That's a huge bit of utility used. And, you know, 0 to 100, they are still claiming top banana, but for how long? Oh, Jackie brought down the 4 HP equally. Molly coming in towards wood, and the T's, they will be looking, though, to retake banana. That smoke coming down, just denying ever so more vision. Depression in towards long, and the T's, yeah, they look like they're going to be leaving banana and going towards the A-bomb site. Facecrack has rotated in. Never mind, actually. I'm eating my own words here. It looked like they were for a second, but now they're edging up towards banana, and Facecrack has rotated in towards A. This could get a little bit precarious. 50 seconds on the clock. There is a smoke still on the B-bomb site in the form of Neno, but he is solo. This could get a little bit dangerous. If he holds this smoke, oh, very good flash there. It's going to fake them all out. They all turn away. He's going to spot them, or he spots them out. The orb doesn't connect, and he drops that smoke with 35 seconds. That is... The problem is that they're gonna have time still to execute off this. It's gonna be a little bit rushed. Molly coming in for new box. Native, I love this Molly. It took me a good hour to try find the lineup, but I found it eventually. Yeah, Molly coming in towards new box. Nade going straight towards Nino. No smoke to his air in his position though. He can get a little bit dangerous. Gets the first and deals damage to Psycho, who was already a little bit low. 10 seconds left, and the rotates just weren't there. 0 to 100 committed to the A-bomb site, and that is their downfall. 4th round coming in for Run or Die, and 0 to 100. It's just, you know, this round they get the pistol, but everything else has fallen off for them.
Leaving there the lonely soldier, well, that wasn't really in the minds of 0 to 100, but they've lost already a guy at a B. They could maybe strengthen the side that he was at. You know, it's pretty normal that CTs kind of left the B-bomb side not really guarded, and it's maybe even like a rule. If you are 3-on-3, and I saw it at Gambit a couple of years ago, they instantly went towards the B side because there need to be 2 guys holding the A, 1 long, 1 short, and the 3rd guy is at B. And so it's a 1-on-3 situation for the CT guy. So good decision from Wanna Die, and they acceptly use the logics. So well done there. They are already heading towards the win. And yeah, as Lewis Hamilton said, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. But the runners are Wanna Die.
I mean, it's not necessarily even a gamble stack towards B. We've seen the meta of Inferno very quickly, actually, in the recent months, transitioning towards, you know, CTs, you just gamble stack a position, and that's what you do. Not even necessarily gamble stacking the A-bomb site. It can equally be the B-bomb site, and we see a lot of times 3 players being like brought towards B-bomb site out of just pure intuition more than anything, and the sign that we might even see today.
Okay, patient play from Nino.
Incredible from Nino.
What he can do here? 1, 2. Anyone else? All right, 2 might be enough.
When does he choose to strike? That's the problem. He's gonna let Sensei walk past as well with the orb. Oh my god, this is incredible. He's really bided his time. He's got no. But the problem is, Native's behind him in middle. He gets the first. Doesn't even get the second. No, that's actually quite bad. He could have got 2 kills there at any stage. He has got all the info that they are going towards the bomb site. Necrogenesis, very good to get one. Drops smoke, but he's in the molly and he dies. And face crack runs through the smoke with Necrogenesis flash. His dying grace, he drops that flashbang towards the pool position. Face crack runs through, gets 2, and wow, what a weird round. Nino does get 1. Probably could have got more there. Psycho trades him out, but it's just the info he got. He knew 3 players were going towards that. Yeah. However, there was a flank coming in towards Middo in the form of Native, but wow, really good round so far. That was a good round from 0 to 100. A little bit lucky. Nino got into a very advantageous position. Face crack as well. He's having a great series. He's pushed it even further, and he just, he solidifies that round for 0 to 100.
Of course, it was a patient and trigger playing play, though it might not be enough here, as Banana is attempted to be taken by the T's. Couple of nades already there, and yeah, the dunk on Psycho at least moves 1 player away from the situation. Though there's a peek from Jackie, and yeah, running some of the smoke might not be the brightest idea, but HE exchanged a couple of HPs almost with 1 guy. And talking about sports, I again didn't really have much hesitation, and I brought on the social medias. And basically, the soccer ball that is on T-Sport on Dust 2. There's also a pumpkin skin for it. So, do you expect anything Halloween for CS:GO anytime soon?
I mean, we probably would have already seen it. Like, Halloween is literally, for you, it might already be now, but for us, it's in, we've only got 2 hours left for Halloween.
Yeah.
So if we were going to see it, I mean, like, we probably already would have seen it. Yeah, with the major as well, I think Valve might have their hands a little bit too full for a Halloween update.
Maybe these chickens could be added. That's okay.
Oh, I'd like that again. Yeah, you're right.
Zombies, skeletons. Maybe the skeletons are only from depression that already died, and his teammates probably gonna follow the same order. They'll face check again. It's a patient play, but patient revolts only with 1 kill. So gonna die 10 seconds, and it's the same old story. No time for the round to go on. Yeah, maybe a bit more overcalculated play, and really the weakness of this is they're trying to imitate that old Navi style, like, okay, we got a frag, we wait, and then we decide, okay, this is the good option. But it's not gonna work every round as it was what they expected. And we see here, like, okay, they got the open and mid, but that was it, and they still had men down, so quite a strange decision there.
Yeah, it brings me back to the 2016 Navi play, but speaking of Navi, they also obliterated VP earlier. I think 16-4, so they're doing quite well right now. As I say that, the B bomb site is already having tension, and Native and Jackie getting 2 kills. Run or die. They lose the last round, but instantly they are just oppressing 0 to 100. Depression close to the orb. He might be able to get a pick here, but even then, there's not much he can really do. I don't think he realizes that Native is going to be so close, and I think Native understands that with the molly. Depression gets taken down. That's the orb out of the hands of 0 to 100, and CTs that will be calling the save. Nade coming in, and it doesn't even kill Native. That's pretty much sums up the whole round.
Another retake is really impossible, as we can see. 2v5 B side. I don't know if they could somehow remake the bomb side, so the T's wouldn't have so easy to defend it. There could be more retakes from the CTs, and well, retake of the situation is on Havix, as Psycho really got the timing right. And speaking of remakes and those pro teams, maybe they need to remake the coaching rule, because Sonic already found a way to communicate in Morse code.
Oh, of course. He steps on the ground, and the shutters and the movement he makes actually tells the players what's happening in the game. Like, Astralis, 4-head Astralis. They're just too smart. Valve tries and takes them down, but they will find a way.
Well, he was basically tapping on the book, like with his finger.
Yeah, it's like how many taps is how many times they're going to be coming to which site. So it's like 2 taps is the B bomb site, 3 taps is A bomb site, and then
Yeah.
and then after those 3 or 2 taps is how many, you know, like is there one after that? There's a little pause if it's going to be a rush or a force buy. You know,
Yeah.
Zonic is just too smart for these for Valve, and yeah, unlucky. GG, go next, Valve.
As unlucky as can Ranadai be. First losing to time, now losing to the enemies, and really the mollies ain't gonna touch them, but they're still running through, and the aggressive pace that they did last round, it's maybe getting back to them, but it is pacing between a rock and a hard place. We see again the molly and Nino. Oh, he likes to have a barbecue, but all this. He stood in the fire a bit longer. The dunk once again. The nuclear strike there, and cleanup from 0to100. I might feel like they're getting the sense of the game, and Sensei isn't in the game.
Yeah, Sensei's been anything but in the game. He hasn't been in the series whatsoever. I kind of forgot he existed, not gonna lie, for most of it. But 0to100 picking up their 4th, and in like, this is a very weird game so far. They've been struggling to string more than 2. Even they did string 2 together, but even then it wasn't very decisively. So they do have the AWP out on depression, and 3 towards B. This is a very good play when you have a gun like the MP9 still out. And yeah, they're going to be taking this decisively, and there's not going to be much rebuttal from the team side. Jackie, however, making me eat my words, takes down Nino. The nade's going to be landing on Jackie's feet, though. And the rotate, however, will be coming in. And there will be probably, I would assume they're playing 3 towards A here. Yeah, I think the smoke's coming down from Necrogenesis, and he's going to rotate. But also, with that said, the T side is equally in towards brackets, and Depression will be the first line of contact. Does get the kill on Kevin, very important. Gets the molly in, and that's going to be huge. They're going to be running through the molly, Native through the molly into Hevix, and turns around and gets Depression. That's the round done. Native, he dropped 32 kills last map, and he's looking to replicate that. Getting the 2 in that round. Necrogenesis will save the AWP, but not save the round.
I'm very confused, like where Ranadai, they just somehow have that idea, like, okay, now we go in, and basically they already know what is it. They are so organized, and up into the side they go. They only won the next round, as you mentioned. And so if they're gonna keep on doing this, they're gonna surprise 0to100 because they expect like a stroll strat, maybe trying to play for the picks, but the defaults are probably off for now. And the cities are now starting to get a little worried what their enemies are about to do. Maybe with the safe won't be timing. Okay, they're still not gonna hunt face crack, but was a far off.
Yeah, FaceCrack has really impressed me so far in this series. I think he's been pretty consistent. And Depression is starting to finally show up. He could have probably got more than 1 kill that round, but we kind of take what we can get. And yeah, very good game so far.
Slow it down. The Depression has it up. You said he's got that Drake in the window. Maybe he's lost in after the match before. But if there's anyone a fan of Wanna Die, don't be afraid and show them that you love them. And if there's someone that likes 0to100, do the same. I feel like there's nothing wrong about it, and at least there's gonna be some more tension in the chat, at least in this online era. And I would love to hear those players communicate and get those ideas out. But well, unfortunately, in this day and age, it's kind of hard to sometimes pull this off. But we'll see. Maybe it's gonna change out the situation, and hopefully, you know, if CEE was on LAN, I would come.
Oh, for sure I'd come. I'd be there right now. I'd be sitting there with you. We'd be holding hands while commentating.
Aw, so sweet.
We should put that for production, you know, CE finals maybe next year. Could see us on there. That'd be pretty awesome. The finals on LAN, I think that'd be pretty cool. You know, could have it somewhere in Central Europe. But for now, we are witnessing a very, very close game and a big fate coming in. I'm not sure if it's drawing any rotations, just from the fact of lack of players. Oh, Flash coming out, Nino killing them, and they know it's an A now. The rotations, they're hard rotating towards A, and they're ready. Depression with the York backside. Smoke coming in towards pit. Depression does miss the shot, though. Necrogenesis saves him. Havoc from the pit, getting 3 kills and completely shutting down that take. And Native towards the arch does take down Face Crack by Nino, picking up his second of the round, and Necrogenesis saving Depression, even though he might have got a little bit close there when he missed the first AWP shot.
Yeah, so many opportunities here to miss and to hit everything, but well, the entries were just beautiful for the CTEs, and the finish up, that was just icing on a cake. And I feel like if this is gonna be going along and along and along and on and on and on, we might get another overtime. And once again, I've got some interesting information that there was recently a match between 2 ESTA teams, and it lasted 4 hours. Or precisely 102 rounds. Imagine being here for 4 hours and casting.
I've already been here for about 6 hours. So if I was here for another 3 more hours, I think I may be departing. But Depression getting the first pick into the round, looking to even up the score. He's already down him. He gets the second, looking for more, gets the third. What a nice shot on Sensei. Gets the fourth on Kevin. Oh my god, Depression. We said he had to pick up, and he doesn't get the ace, but incredible 4K from him. Absolutely destroys Sensei in the apartments. Wow, what an incredible round from Depression. We said he had to step up. He has stepped up, and that track and 30-degree window is becoming ever more prevalent because that shot was ridiculous.
Good little device impression as he really played around the box and danced his way into the round. But wow, so much bravery in his steps and moving around. As we're gonna see them again, buy up against the Pistols. He might as well try to impress this round and repeat that, though this peak would almost cost him his life. As there's still Moise and Banana, so there's someone has to be pushed on, and it was Jakey to the limits of the limits, and Banana is contested by both teams. Really neck and neck as 4 guys sitting up there. Maybe again, really a brawl between those 2 teams. And massacre.
Oh, they're gonna be walking through the smoke. Depression's gonna get caught lacking. Never mind. He kills Kevin. That was a little bit close for a second. He was throwing the smoke towards his teammate Necrogenesis, but I thought, yeah, I thought that boost might, take advantage of him a little bit. Indeed. But no, he does get the kill, and Depression starting to rack up the kills this half.
All right, another highlight. Havoc just holds on most 1 or 2 to his account, but he'll be Sensei to sharp up the situation. Okay, he's got him full. What he can eventually do here. I saw the bomb on his back, but he has to expect someone hiding in the porch. But well, he's gonna rest for now. As Face Crack puts him into the grave. And so is the 7-6. Probably the first time that CEE are leading this match in Inferno. We've had already 2 maps, and both teams won their opponent's pick. So I think the overtime would be really, a pleasure here. But we don't really want to boil to death, so let's get on the round next. And it's almost a half that's going to be split between those 2 teams. It's still going to be the closest and the most even that we've seen.
Yes, it's definitely a close map. I think neither of the maps have really been truly this close. There's always been a bit of a, last map, run or die, I always felt like they had the upper advantage. And then obviously in the first map, 0-100, which is absolutely on top of them. But it's just very reminiscent of the Full Glory Skate game yesterday of just, neck and neck. No team really pulling away for more than 4 or 3 rounds. And this is exactly what's happening now. Run or die are on a full buy, but really not great. Kevin doesn't have any utility, and they have barely any utility across the board on the other players.
Might be an issue if they want to get those aside, and of course they are playing against 4 guys stacked around in the short and long crossfire. As well, their minds are more set on to be. And to be or not to be, that's the question that still holds no answers. But flushes up, and so Nino, again, the only defender here. He must step up and put them down as soon as possible. There's 1 spray, no kills here, but that's gonna be their way into the site. No one has died, so the pacifistic way of the round. And the retake 5v5 might be favoring the CTs. Look at the advancement.
Oh, the T's have shut them down though. They've read that like a book, and the boost will be coming in. But there's a very big HP disadvantage on the T side. Face Crack getting one, not getting more than one. I feel like he had to kill Native there if he was going to even up the gate round at all. But they're still going for this. Nade coming in, that will do a lot of damage, but won't take him down. 10 HP, spam coming through, but it's not going to come to anything. Ooh, does take down Jackie and making the round a little bit more costly, but Native taking down Hevix, but Depression, he is feeling himself today. 2 kills, but the flank is coming in, and Kevin takes him down. That's the AWP down, but Depression, really good rounds, like, he's really good half. He's got 16 kills. I think this is probably more kills than he's actually got whole series. Like, he's actually stepping up now, and the AWP is properly coming to the plate, but sadly that round, it was to no avail. The rest of his team kind of got taken down one by one.
Kind of cool to see that he's really like flying with his AWP. You know, Evil's so passive on Mirage. We've seen him on the CT, and now he kind of gets back to life and peeks around, as we've seen even with the AWP before. When they hang out around the high box on the A side. Now they'll tech that up, and of course the AWP never loses until it's dead. So even 42 HP won't stop it to get the entry of the round. So when I die, left in a spot with already a man into the spectator mode. Now just wait what they can offer us. You know, even the utility on the CDs isn't that great. Just only a pair of you. And Native really feeling himself, as maybe Google would say it, feeling lucky. And he attempts to do a little switcheroo with the enemies. But the CDs still hold on, even though it's now 4-on-4. And B, you know, now it's not only one guy, but it's 2 of them. Do you think it's gonna change anything?
I mean, it depends whether you can see that there's not a huge amount of utility. Nino does have the smoke and molly, and if the smoke goes down any time now, yeah, I assume it's gonna be or the molly goes down nevertheless, and that's really imperative. It pushes Psych out into the open. Nino, oh, this is very ropey though. He needs to. The smoke does come down, and it stops them completely. There's no flash. Well, there is one flash coming through. Nino's full blind. They're running past him. Nino, he has 3 people in front of him. He gets one. Doesn't get more than one though. Necrogenesis comes out of the smoke, gets one quickly traded, and that is very unfortunate. Nino had to get at least one more there, but they turned on a swivel and absolutely domed him. Depression's still alive though in the round. Hevix with a smoke and a flash. I assume he'll save this for the bomb, but jiggling out, he will not see anything just yet. Native going in towards coffins, Sensei towards a dark area, and Depression, oh, he's going to have first contact, I assume, with Native. Sensei holding a very passive angle. Flash coming through, but Depression being taken down. Hevix having info of where one is, but without the kit, there's not much he's going to be able to do here. Smoke towards the coffins area. Does pick up a kit, actually, I think, but taken down by Sensei, and Run or Die winning the half on the T side nonetheless.
Exhaust and grueling, those feelings after all the players are now experiencing, and of course it's the closest match we've ever had in the series. At least the half won't be so messy, and now both teams have the chance. The win of the pistol round was on Run or Die. I feel that this should be now the choice of theirs, but you never know in this situation. There still could be going the overtime ongoing, and Quest dualies, and 2 nades on banana. That could be really good. Still, I'm waiting.
Face Crack does get a nade to the feet though, but peeks out, still alive, still budding, and the Julies though on the A bomb site in Boiler could be very dangerous. However, it seems like the T's will be going towards B. The bomb has been picked up by Necrogenesis. They've got full top banana control. Used the majority of their utility to get here though. They've still got 2 smokes, but no flashes to get them on the bomb site. Taking their time a little bit. Still 3 towards the B bomb site, and they will be smoking out CT and coffins, I assume. So that will neutralize the threat of both Jackie and Native, but they both have a flash and smoke. However, I was saying that, and now 0 to 100 have seemed to have dispersed a little bit, but Oh, Hevix and Facecrack walking straight into the dual breasters of Kevin. He's had a quiet game, but this could be where he steps up. And they're completely to be what? Oh no, this could be dangerous. He could get a naughty backstab here. Depression, the last person, does spot him out and takes him down. Oh my god, Depression. That is imperatively got that kill. Motor Smoke coming out. Sensei towards Long isn't going to have really any say in this. And yeah, I think that might be the round. 0 to 100, getting bombed down. There's no kit out on towards Run or Die. They have 2 flashes, but only so much that they'll be able to do. And I think they're calling the save. On a pistol, they're calling a save for 4 men. They're keeping the armor, they're keeping to 2 flashes, and just going for the next round.
Such a chance there was for Quam. That's the only guy Depression. I feel like Nino is the most unlucky guy of the series, as he had 2 multi-kill rounds that would be totally insane and would turn it around. But well, it still might haunt them later on. This, of course, at the later stages of the match, around the 14th point, you have to ask yourself, or maybe you just theoretically ask yourself and your team, why didn't we win this round? What happened if we would win this one? Well, Depression saw the head, and yeah, just a few pixels. That could be Quamp's choice to get 3-man backstab.
Yeah, so far, really, 0 to 100, they needed that. They really, really needed that round to have a footing into this game. But the problem is they need to convert it now. That is what happened. Yeah, that is what they need to do. They need to convert this round. Run or Die, they are on the Deagles, they are on the upgraded pistols and SMG. Could still be a little bit dangerous. They've taken early banana control, and I'm assuming the T sides will be just retaking this. Smoke comes in, but the problem is now, if you look at the CT side, they don't have a single bit of utility left, and that's very, very, very dangerous. 0 to 100, pretty much a full belt of utility. They just sat there, waited for Run or Die to use all the utility, and they're going to be grouping up now and just taking map control, and Run or Die won't be able to do anything about it.
Can they now try to spice it up at least, or there's so many opportunities here. They can easily pre-nade banana, they can maybe go for the peak, but well, the kills are going their way, and the SDZ, holy cow, that was brutal with this little gun from the Czechia, but well, won't be changing much. I didn't expect 2 kills in a row. That gun sometimes is not even worth for 1 kill, but good one from the CT side. And well, Jackie massive proud now. He puts Run or Die into 2v2 from almost unwinnable.
Yeah, I mean, this is still very winnable. Facecrack's on 15 HP. Kevin has the Galil. This could become very dangerous. Neo being taken down a little bit, but no kit on the board means they're going to have to speed up. Oh my god, Sensei! What? What was that? Hold on a second. What? I mean, what?
I want to see the replay.
What was that from Sensei? He absolutely tears his head off and gifts Run or Die a 9th round. Oh my god. Can we get a replay of that?
Alright.
Right.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Bye-bye, Nino. Good night. In the bin. Sensei, he's had enough of this game. He wants it to end. Good night.
Maybe even he didn't realize he got the kill, maybe he just flaked and I was okay. If I don't get this one, then I got CT or the triple box. Well, good. I think, yeah, it might be in a Hall of Fame for a few ones,
Oh, that is hugely impressive, and that's very unfortunate for 0 to 100. Not what you want to see. If Sensei comes alive here, that could be game over, but they've got the round advantage here, and definitely the utility and gun advantage. I'm not even sure how Run or Die, I'm not even sure how they won that last round, They had barely any good weapons, they had 0 utility, they stacked 3 towards the B-bomb site, had the right read, and 0 to 100 just walked into them, and the rest is history. Sensei putting the nail in the coffin and hitting the most outrageous shots.
Look, just smoke guns. I've seen Shroud's clip where he did 5k with just a CZ in one clip. So, yeah, people can be exceptionally good, and even with these guns that I haven't used much, but don't know, people just didn't want to use it after the Orb nerf. But at Tech9, that's a different story. They already picked up a kill. And so Z100 at least got a plan. So the Macedonians happy with that. The force was good. Another retake with 2 kits. Still possible. Just find the flank. Plum is still playing around with Nevix. No. This may be brutal. Look at CT. Meanwhile, the retake is still going on, but not much moving. And the movement must be going on now. Look at Nevix. He has the flank. He's carried him away. And that is the end of the story for now. As the last 2 CTs might be going for the save. But, oh, Jackie doesn't have too much luck on his side. He is to run fast, but he's going to be checked. Okay, smoke enough for the return. Wow. Again, just the pistols.
Yeah, I mean, 0 to 100, they do not. This map is just, it couldn't be any closer, and we could be going all the way. And we are going all the way so far. The scores are neck and neck, 9-9. No, neither team is able to get a foot in. And because Run or Die have saved 2 guns going into the next round, we'll probably see a fight coming out. But flank there from Hedvix was very imperative. He gets the 1 dig, and is very important. However, yeah, a tactical pause first of the game actually coming out from Run or Die. We haven't seen too many from either side. I think 0 to 100 have used 1 or 2 at most. But they will be starting to stabilize, well, not even stabilize at all. They need to start pulling rounds together. Run or Die, they'll be buying into this naturally. They saved over 2 rifles. They have some money left in the bank. They'll be dropping over some guns to Kevin and Psycho. And 0 to 100, they just need to be able to convert this next round now.
They should have, as many people try to convert their money into the graffitis. Because since it came out, I always kind of looked over and I said, okay, well, what's that? You know, when I'm waiting for a drop in competitive, I do it, you know, sometimes like 1 or 2 times in a month, and I'm like, Dragon Lord. And then I get like loser. And I'm like, thanks, man. That really helped me and made me happy.
Yeah, my mates have opened cases, especially at the LAN in England right now. I think I've seen like 6 knife unboxes on Twitter. It makes me very, very, very upset because I want to get the Necrogenesis coming with the Mac 10. Jackie is dropping him, and the supportive flash coming in from Native, stopping Depression in his path. But also, speaking of Depression, he's been very quiet since CT side, really. Like, he hasn't really done too much on this second half, and it'll be very, you know, I feel like we do need to see him, you know, perform a little bit more now. With the BXQers coming in. As I said, that Depression takes down Jackie, Hedvix takes down Native, and that's the B-bomb site. Save will be coming in straight away from the CT side, and 0 to 100 finally piecing 2 rounds together. And by doing that, they also saved 4 players, all 4 rifles. Run or Die will be saving an AK and MP9 going into next round, but I'm not sure that's enough to suffice a buy going around. So 0 to 100 finally securing 2 rounds in a row, and this might be them starting to pull away from Run or Die.
Yeah, just keep on getting those rounds, and we gonna see the overtime. I just feel we gonna see it, even though maybe you aren't really a big fan of overtimes. But well, let's see what the match is gonna twist and turn with. And I've kind of mentioned the graffiti, and I want to ask you 2 questions. Do you have any favorite graffiti, and do you think they are still like usable in pro play for some scenarios?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say they were really ever usable. I think they were mostly just gimmicky, and I've never really I don't really use. I think when I was younger and like when they first came out, I used them a lot because I thought they were quite cool. But I don't really use them anymore. I mean, I have the PGL ones of the pick'ems, but
Yeah.
I guess if I was gonna have a favorite, maybe. Oh, you know what I did like? It was the Krakow Major, the FaZe graffiti. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh.
I'm personally a big FaZe fanboy. Following them for a lot of years now, and their PGL Krakow one, what was it? The graffiti just looked really cool. But Necrogenesis reading this play perfectly alongside Havox. FaZe Crack not getting up a kill, but he could be looking to get another one here. Had a bit of a slow game as well. He's been quiet recently, and he's looking now to take down Jackie, take down the AK. And Native does pick up the AK and run away, but with 0 armor, I don't see him doing much damage. However, Psycho Again, he's pushing in towards second mid, but with no armor, what can he
Okay.
really do? Native flashed off the angle, re-peeking though. Does get the kill on Hevix. You know, it's a little bit of economical damage, keeping their money modest, but utility coming in now. Psycho with just a USP, and there's no rifles like imminently close for him to save as well. So this could be, look, yeah, exactly. 0 to 100, piecing 3 rounds together now, building a bit of a bank. We'll see the York coming out next round, I assume, onto Depression. And he was looking very dangerous with that in that CT side. So hopefully he'll be able to continue that momentum and use it effectively on this T side.
There's a feel like the CD side basically cut off the communication because there was Native still holding the B side, even with his teeth, even with his arms, and Psycho was lurking or maybe just waiting for rotation on second mid, even though like he knew, okay, they're all there, and I need to help his teammate or my teammate. Well, that didn't really pan out well. And 200 now going to save those. Psycho tried to be a little sneaky mouse, but well, it didn't really go in his favor. And I kind of realized like maybe the graffiti could be used for blocking some windows. I know that maybe Astralis and Big tried to use it on Nuke with the hell area. They spread it out and nobody could see them. But maybe like the most one for me is the one with the gun smoking.
Oh yeah, I think I know. I think I do know which one you mean. But yeah, I mean, I don't really use it graffiti as much anymore. I feel like maybe if maybe in the future I'll use it a little bit more, but I don't think it's really ever applicable to use it in pro scene. I don't think that it really has a place. I think that that's not really what it's meant for either. And yeah, but this round, 0 to 100, Face Crack is already down to 5 HP, but the Alps Pop is going to be coming in here with only 2 players on the A bomb site. Kevin doesn't get one, finally gets one, picks up Depression, but Necrogenesis taking down Sensei onto the bomb site now. They know where he is, but they're going to probably have to take him down. You know, we can't really leave him there. The bomb is going to go down, though. Face Crack planting for default. Nino, yeah, they know he's in that smoke, but they just can't tell where. Surely spamming it would be the play to go. Nevin finally being taken down, and the three CTs are rotating in from long. Smoke coming down to stop them yet again, and 0 to 100. They have 2 flashes left, and that doesn't even matter. Run or die, choosing to save here and gifting 0 to 100 a 12th round. I think that's 4 in a row now, isn't it?
Indeed, and since the switch, well, nothing was really going on. Oh, indeed, you know, there were 3 rounds in a row, but it's still quite an impressive thing to see them win a lot. Now it's the 4th, and you know, maybe it's gonna be a bit applicable on Mirage, the round that I basically had the lead, and they've lost it on the city side. Well, now they can easily try to replicate it and get back into the form and hopefully not choke it and make it the win. But what do we know? We are not really the predictioners or maybe for the future.
I'm an analyst deep down, I'm an analyst. That's where I am.
Oh.
But the fast B coming in from the CD side, they are taking B very aggressively because they saved those 3 rifles in the round below. They'll be able to get a full buy into this round, and they're very much contesting it. Face Cracker though is maybe going to put a stop to that. Still there, and the T side, both Depression and Nino coming to join him. And the CT is backing off a little bit, playing a little bit more submissive position with Psycho lining up a flashbang, waiting for the T site. The molly coming down, flashbang out, Nino getting taken down. And it's a good start for Run or Die. Jackie and Native doubling down with Face Crack still alive somehow. He was there from the very beginning on Banana. And 3 players will Run or Die still towards the B bomb site with Hevix lurking in towards Boiler. This is looking very good for the CT side. You know, they're just stopping 0 to 100 temporarily. But even if they win this round, they're still going to have a full buy next round. And Molotov coming in from short, stopping any short push. However, it is going to be a long wrap. That Motor Smoke looking very deceptive now. Necrogenesis and Face Crap. Oh, this could get a little bit dangerous.
Just a little time, running through the smokes and backing up the reinforcements, but a spray is in, and at least a trade was there. Quem on position and in the play. Great spot from him on the balcony. I feel like the balcony is so underrated, and people just don't wanna use the whole place there, because you can basically stand behind the railing and be on, let's say, an off angle in that matter, and use it really well for your advantage. Because Quem, yeah, he was sitting here, but you can even sit lower than that and play around. No one can see you. Well, that's only up to your imagination and skill if you can do that. You know, personally, I've tried this and I fell like 3 times. It costs me around.
Yeah, I mean, I normally am a B player, so I tend to be towards that position, so I don't really get to play an angle like that. Yeah, I'm a B anchor normally, and in all the teams I've been in, that's my position. So
at least not in the scoreboard.
not in the scoreboard. I mean, scoreboard B anchor is very deadly, but Depression, talking about deadly, rips ahead of Kevin. Necrogenesis running down Sensei. Sensei does get the victory, and Depression and Hevix group up and take down Sensei. However, Native and the flank is very fast from the B bomb site. They've read down that banana and already up short. And this could be very quick retake. No kit on a kit on the board on Native. Depression spotting one out in pit, dancing around that smoke. Very well played from the C side. However, Nino taking down Native on the B bomb site, and that is pretty much round. However, Psycho does even it up. Nino jumping headshot on Jackie. Psycho in a 1v2 situation. Face crack takes him down, and 0 to 100 secure a 13th round. Quickly rebuttaling Run to Die. Run to Die picked up a round, and 0 to 100 instantly just put them back in their place.
Tempo moderato, and so they've tried to switch things up, and even though they didn't make it, at least a sweet try here. But this Nano's jump, I don't know, like, how can people hit these? The 6, like, you know, with a scout, fine. With that buffed Deagle that could jump shot, okay, I understand that, but with an AK, how much velocity and skill it needs?
I mean, I don't think that's as much skill. I think that's much more luck, personally. But who am I to say? Sensei already getting the opening pick into this round, and Run or Die, they do not want to be out for the count just yet.
Could they, though? Now in the advantageous position, and Hevix walks straight into the danger, and it's Psycho holding down. Yeah, Necrogenesis had something other in mind. And again, it's Quem stuck around the A site, and he just knows how to bait and switch. And his position doesn't matter if it's known or not. It's gonna die, they pick up the round, and so we are creeping towards the winning point. Both teams still in the fight, and still in case and chase towards the first or a third place matchup.
Yeah, I mean, this map really is just going all the way. This is the 3rd map of the series, and Run or Die aren't going down without a fight. They did get the last round, but what the problem they're having, though, is 0 to 100, they pieced some rounds together in, you know, a couple rounds ago. They pieced a good 7-6 rounds. Oh, no, it was 5 or 4. Sorry, what am I saying? And Run or Die, however, they haven't been able to string more than 2 rounds together, and this is the problem. If they want to be winning this game, they're already 2 down. They're already 2 rounds down. They do have the gun advantage, though, considerably coming into this round. You know, you've got a Deagle and a Galil on the side of 0 to 100, and not much utility left. Whereas if you look on the CT side, they have a lot of utility left. That nade coming down is going to do a bit of damage on Depression. It's not going to stop them. However, Sensei getting the first kill, stays alive for so long, and allows Psycho to track Necrogenesis through the smoke, putting them in a 4v3 situation with 2 players still alive on the A-bomb site. Face crack lurking towards Banana, and he might get in a bit of an alteration with these CTs at bottom B.
They should have gone now, as the team prepares to burst out to A side. Though they're kind of alone and really, and the scissors of Die. Banana flank already known, so now it's up to Hevix to wreak havoc and retake the bomb site. So, you know, there's not much time left. It's again 20 seconds, and it is more Run or Die territory to play with the time.
Yeah, I mean, this is not by choice though. 0 to 100 have had no in, and the Molotov coming onto site, Psycho being pushed out around default bombs, Kevin being taken down by Neno, but Hevix, however, does pick up a kill and put it into a situation, gets the bomb down, never mind. Jackie swings around short, fast rotation there from the B bomb site and denies the bomb from ever going down. If that bomb came down, we'd maybe at least be able to see some deagles coming this round, but alas, 0 to 100 being forced on an eco, and Run or Die should be looking to even up the scores now.
Oh, those open frags though, they're so costly with the lives, and so the T's have no money on them. By the way, I've seen the chicken somewhere here, just running around, and it reminded me of the past. You know, when chicken used to join lobbies, and even in pro play, and even on the major, it was the appearance of his.
Oh, that is a long time ago, and that is a bit of a throwback, I can't lie. That's kind of when I started playing, to be honest, when VP had a chicken invade their match, but Sensei, he doesn't care about any chickens, he just wants to get some kills and start actually putting some numbers on his stats. He's had a very lackluster series, as we've mentioned many times. He's a player who you highlighted and unfortunately has not delivered whatsoever, but this is a very weird game. We see no real standout performance on either side. You know, Depression had a very good first half, but has dropped off considerably. I think he's only got around 2 kills this whole of this T side. And Native had an absolute star performance and standout, just quality game on Mirage. But he hasn't exactly had a bad game, but it's not quite 32. But now they're running into his crosshair. He gets 2. Jackie joins him with a kill. And Nino left in a very, very unfavorable position. Jackie getting 2, Native getting 2, just, you know, padding their stats a little bit because when it comes to HLTV, it doesn't matter how you get the kills. It's all about getting them.
Yeah, some of these players probably want to get some needed attention. And of course, the KD is important, but also it is important to pick up the MVP of this tournament. There's still one ready, and the prize for him is a Dell-powered notebook. So we'll see who's gonna get it, and of course for 0 to 100. And I'm really invested into stats, and now try to check out who's got the most maps played of these two teams, because it's a stat that Rob's already surpassed 1K matches. What a youngster.
Played 1K matches on this, as in like on HLTV.
Yeah.
Wow, and he's like 19, 20. He has been playing out of his mind as well at the major. He has been incredible. Mouse has been a bit lackluster, but oh my Jesus, Rops has been incredible, especially in that last series to get them into the legend stage. He was just out of his mind.
Keep on going. You know, young talents are needed on the scene. And
he's not really much of a talent anymore. Like, he's more of a veteran now. He's starting to get that.
Veteran?
Not a veteran, but like he's definitely got a lot of years under his belt. Especially seeing how like we see Entropic here, Copenhagen Flames at the major. Rops is looking at one of those players that's been around for considerably longer than they have.
Do you feel like Mouse could win the major this year?
No, no way. No way whatsoever. They struggled to even get to challenger stage, and that was pretty much on the back of Rops. So I don't see them getting any. I don't see them getting out of the challenge, the legend stage. Sadly, I mean, I do love Rops. Is, in my opinion, my favorite. He's probably one of my favorite players. I just think he's so darn cute, to be honest.
No, you know, he's cool. It's even his surname. That's a swag that not many people have.
What is his surname?
Cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's cool with K.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
As cool as the frags are here. Already with 0 to 100. The Macedonian team just lacking those needed frags, but now they try to do that, and no, not again. It's Psycho this time, flanking them and really playing them with the patience. Oh, on a die, back in the lead after a little while. Good stuff from them, and really a long awaited round.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably this is the first time in a while where Run or Die have successfully taken the lead. 0 to 100, forced on probably just a deagle buy and fighting for overtime. Oh, what a game this has been. You know, this is the third map of the series. That is when it really becomes tense. And you see a lot of players starting to get a little bit nervous, making mistakes, not even checking corners properly. I mean, there was two banana. They did get the first kill. You know, they checked that corner, but understandably wouldn't expect someone on that close left in tree. But now Run or Die will probably be looking to get a 15th round and 0 to 100 put onto the Tech Nines. But, you know, never count out the Tech Nines just yet. They're committing a little bit into this. You know, Hevik's on 1.2 grand. I think they're definitely looking to get a bomb down. And, wouldn't it would just be incredible if they could get the win here. But however, Run or Die equally taking a tech pause. Attack pause, just because of, you know, this is, if you've got them, you may as well use them. This is definitely the point in the game where to use them. And I think this is very cool because 0 to 100 would have discussed what they're doing for the round. They've bought into it, and now they have to sit there for an extra 30 seconds, just go, yep, you right, guys? Yeah, everything okay?
Yeah. Just totally use all of your time in the world to discuss. And, you know, I'm seeing Necrogenesis with the Deck 9. He already opened one round with it, so I think he wouldn't mind to do it again.
Facecrack and Necrogenesis do have the spawns for B site.
Alright.
Yeah, this could get a little bit dangerous. Ooh, is this a rush B we're saying maybe? Yeah, they're gonna have the window flash coming out. Only two towards the bomb site as well. Early molly coming in, and they're just gonna be running straight through that. Jackie is fighting, gets the first. Oh, that's very imperative that he got that. Nade gonna be coming down, not doing really any damage, but Run or Die with the early mon advantage coming into the 28th round of the game. This is where, you know, both teams have to fight to deserve to be in the finals. This is where you show if you're worthy or not.
Must be so sweaty for both teams. Really in need of winning the round. Might or Die. Might be a match point. 0 to 100 still to get there. So let's jump out of the deck, guys. When holding the pit strong. Iron falls Irons, man. And
Oh my God.
still tries his best and, you know, impresses a lot. Surprise, surprise. It's 3-on-2 and bomb site is really in the hands of 0 to 100. So no Macedonians still with a lot to do.
Hevik's invested quite heavily into that round, and it's already paid off. He got 2 kills with the Deagle, bomb down. 2 people coming in from the short area, though. Oh, but Nino, he's flanking. This is either going to work or go very badly.
This time, please.
Oh, he has to speed up, though. He has to get going. Hevik's in towards mini pit. He just has to survive. Bomb is not planted for either of them. All 3 players on the CT side on it, and the kit's on the bomb. Dente dropping, he swings onto it. The bomb gets defused, though. Nino, he doesn't get the round. The bomb gets defused. CTs, they're going on some match point. 0 to 100, no. Literally milliseconds. Nino jumps up onto default, doesn't have enough time, and oh my God, was that close. However, this could be the last round of the series, last round of the map, last round of the series, last round of the day. Unless 0 to 100 have anything to say about it. Depression on the AWP. Both teams will have a full buy. This is it. 2 rounds left. If 0 to 100 have to rope 2 rounds together to make it to overtime, and Facecrack in towards the B-bomb site. Sensei sitting in the Molotov. Facecrack equally doing the same, taking a little bit of chip damage. But wow, what an incredible round that was. So close. So depressing for Nino that he couldn't get that.
You know,
Facecrack and the nades land on him. That is not the start you want from 0 to 100 whatsoever.
Don't tell me that Run or Die are gonna win here and now with just the UTL, okay? You know, Nino, please listen to me. If you want to do anything bad tonight, just go to bed and get a good sleep. You had an unlucky day today, and so tomorrow it'll be better, alright? So let's get into round and maybe the changing for the finalists and the next finalist. Native though stays awesome and just picks it up.